Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the week where we come together and quiz and chill. My name is Botswana Poppy. This is the Friday Happy Hour number 25. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, listen. Grab your orange juice, grab your drink, grab whatever, pick your poison, grab it and chill with us because we're going to play an exciting game today. We got a couple of scintillating Man United family guests. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so proud, so happy, so excited for today. Listen, it's going to be a cracker. It is football power. And I'm going to introduce one and only. Matter of fact, let me not go into the games right now, but make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't done so. We'll be back in a sec. Football Power Hour! All right. We got the one and only. Ladies and gentlemen, he's won this quiz before. I'm talking about Kudu. What's good, bro?
Three-time champion. At least the United player won a treble this year. So
you're the only one who's won a treble, bro. You won it 3 times. I gotta say, big shout out to you. Yes, sir. Big shout out to you. Big shout out to my boy who's also. I don't think he's won it before. He's come close, maybe about 3 times. I'm talking about none other than the one and only Eddie.
Yo. Big up to yourself, Kudus, and everyone, man. I didn't like hearing the welcome for Kudus, to be honest, man. I'm a little bit bitter because on the last quiz, I think you remember, I got relegated for the first time. So
yes,
yeah, that Kudus is on Man City level. Yeah, I'm not liking it.
Bro, that's all good. You won it once, right?
Or I just want to win one time, is what I'm saying.
You want to win once. Yeah, I feel like you came so close one time, and then the other times, it was not so good. But anyway, we're surrounded by champions, Eddie. I also gotta say, I am proud to announce my brother from MUSC Realist TV. I'm talking about none other than
What's cracking? Have you received my brown paper envelope? Because every time I come and compete, I get beaten by this guy. The VR room is not favorable. We have Michael Oliver jinxing it, and then we have Muhammad Ali here to the right. He's gonna punch me now like this, right? Uppercut, right?
Yes.
You play it clean today. Are we gonna play it clean? Because we had the VR room there.
We're gonna play it clean, and you know what?
I'm out of here, right? I'm out of here.
Listen, Mick. I gotta say to you, there is also another competitor who's also never won it. He's come close a few times. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about none other than Omo Solo. Where you at?
Omo, where Omo at?
Omo, come in.
AKA Sanchez dead.
I opened the door and then Omo just said, "Oh shit, there's a bunch of winners."
AKA Martial FC.
Martial FC. We'll see if he'll come back. He was in the backstage and then he ran away.
More like the washing powder. He likes to do sports washing, huh?
Nah, it's like Martial. You think he's ready, you rely on him, and then he hits the injury bench. So.
Oh shit, you look like Martial. Are we sure we don't have Tony Martial? Yeah, you do look like a Martial. He does.
But I stay fit.
Yo, let's shout out the people that are in the room real quick and say, yo, Stephanie in the house. Early, Stephanie said, big up, Papi. Early like. Don't forget to hit the like button, yo. Scotty's at the wheel, says, name the player. Oh, is this a big question? Let's see. Name the player a 500K buy from Brent Boy, who went on to become a United Legends, winning every trophy possible from Charity Shield to Champions League, probably Fergie's best signing. That's a hint. Scotty.
Where's Bronzy?
Name a player 500K buy from Brondby, right?
Brondby.
Who went on to become a United legend, winning every trophy possible from Charity Shield to Champions League. Probably Fergie's best signing. That's a hit.
Where's Brondby? Is it like Norway or something? Where is it?
I was thinking, yeah, isn't like
oh no, it's Denmark.
Netherlands or Denmark. Is it Peter
Oh, yeah, that must be Peter Schmeichel then.
Yeah.
Brøndby, yeah.
I think it is Peter Schmeichel.
They're coming at us with the quiz questions early.
Yeah. Getting us warmed up.
We're getting warmed up. You know what? I'm also, I feel like he is back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about Omo Solo.
Oh, shit.
Yo. What's good, brother?
CEO of Marshall FC. What's up?
Listen, Marshall's away. Marshall's away. Marshall's life.
Yeah. What about Sancho? How's Sanchez doing? Because like
Sancho's also live. Every player is live right now till Saturday, till tomorrow. Then we'll get up there after the game.
Let's go. I'm excited. I want to also say shout out to Lucky who's tuned in through MUFC Realist TV, saying more fans join us, sit in. We are concerned about lack of quality. Abraham Glazer, we want another midfielder. Please. We need to reinforce for sure. Jamie says, okay, that's responding to that. Shout out to you, Jonathan, as well. Hi, your dream signing, who would that be? Let's talk about that after the quiz. Let's talk about all the dream signings and transfer updates and the roundup after the quiz, because it's going to be an exciting one. I have 4 guests with me. I think it's time for us to pick our team names, because I'm about to go ahead and input the teams right now and say, all right, Eddie, is it Waffle Madrid again?
Always Waffle Madrid. Even though I got relegated with that name, I got to put like some more respect on it. I got to redeem it. So Waffle Madrid, bro.
Hey, man, like, Sheffield United came back. All right. What about you, Mick? Which one are you competing with?
I got to be creative. I go with Maguire out.
Oh, Maguire out. FC. I like
that name.
All right.
Disrespect to Maguire.
Oh, come on, Omo.
Maguire disrespect.
I see Maguire this season, bro. Come on.
He hasn't played.
Yeah, he's rusty, and he's
nor shall he
anyway
play
when he was even playing. So
Kudus, what name are you going with?
Obviously, I'm coming back here to defend my crown. I have to go with the OG treble or OGT, if you want to short it for me.
Call it Man City, man. That's the
nah. See, I did it without 115 charges, so I'm the OG.
Oh no, respect to that.
Yeah. And then Omo.
Marshall FC.
Of course.
Why did I even ask?
It's clear and obvious. Hey, big shout out for everyone that's tuning in. I can see people in the VR room there as well. I can see Billy Connolly, RJ, Scotty, Mark. Everyone is in here for some fun, Poppy.
Yes.
Been a tough week for being a Manchester United fan. So yeah, we got to dust it off, right?
Right. This is the moment where we come together, dust it off, and enter the weekend in a very, very positive vibe, because I feel like we're gonna walk through the forest.
Yeah. Raise your glass, gents, whatever you're drinking. I'm having a little bit of a Chivas Regal here. It's Friday. Come on.
Let's do a little cheers real quick, gentlemen. Let's go. It's the happy hour. We have to do it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Homo runs away when it's time to cheer.
Orange juice.
What do you expect from Marshall FC? When the going gets tough, he goes to the back a bit.
He has a hamstring.
Joe Blackman in the comments is saying Marshall FC is bankrupt. Almost not coming back.
I'm out here looking like Luton.
You're moving like Luton, bro. Let's finish the shout outs real quick, and then from there we'll be
Luton.
Yeah, right. Lucky says MC shot back out team. All right, evening to you, Neil. Neil Driscoll, big up to you, William. Scotty at the wheel. Peter Schmack. Oh yeah. You cracked that one too, William. All All right, Gavin also in the building too. Shout out to Gavin saying evening all. RE about that person last night who couldn't gift memberships. Are they already a member? Because YouTube or Google only allow me to gift memberships on this stream. Mick, you should get to the bottom of that one.
Oh, really? Okay. I'm chilling. Well, I think you have to update your YouTube as well. I think I'm not adverse in how this works. If you want to gift memberships, actually, this is Poppy stream, so I'm basically co-streaming every Friday.
Yeah, but it's still possible for somebody to be gifting memberships right now.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
please
100%.
go ahead and do
Super
it.
Chat, whatever you do, just enjoy yourself. Bring out your popcorn. Bring out your. It's Friday.
Yeah, man, get out your happy hour drink. Let's go, man. Unwind.
Let's go. Let's unwind. Simon in the building too, saying, "Oh, Martial hat trick tomorrow. Big claim."
Oh, yeah,
Simon.
incoming.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Omo, Martial hat trick.
You know, if Martial scores a hat trick tomorrow, I will remember you, Simon. And matter of fact, we will be there for that.
We will
for
be
sure.
We're going up against Alanga. He's gonna cook us, so I'm not worried about that.
If that happens, I can't watch again. Elanga. The guy who flopped at our club is going to show up.
He didn't flop at our club. He wasn't given a chance.
Nah, he had chances.
Langa scored a goal versus Atletico Madrid in the quarterfinal. Yeah.
I'm not worried. I'm not worried. Guys, did you watch Jurgen Klopp squeal a little bit in his interview when he was asked about Mo Salah? He was
I think Salah's going.
He's going. Honestly, come on.
You know what? For a second, I thought you were stuttering there. That was...
If somebody throws you money, I mean, Liverpool's banter is you will never walk alone. But Mo Salah, he will not walk alone. He's gonna have 3.7 million a week tax free. That's not walking alone. You know what I mean?
Right.
Knowing the grid FSG, they're gonna sell.
They're gonna sell. They're gonna cave.
Yeah, baby glazers.
If they sell, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great because Liverpool will have to scramble last minute to try and figure out the Mo Salah replacement. And you know what? We are gonna enjoy it as Man United fans.
Yeah. They're gonna go for Mbappe in the last minute. Mbappe, Jurgen's gonna call Mbappe. You know what? I just got snuck from Amrabat.
If I'm Liverpool.
If you're Liverpool,
see, if I'm Liverpool and Mo wants to go, I'm taking that money and I'm investing it in the squad because there's no point keeping a player who you're not going to be able to pay 800k. His mind is elsewhere, and realistically, you don't have a direct replacement for him. So get the money, strengthen the squad, and move on. I wish we did the same for Rashford, but
Yeah, and also, if I'm Mo Salah as well, it's just a no-brainer to go there because he's getting older. The country which is offering the money, it's obviously it shares the same culture as him.
Yeah,
he's got that mad retirement money.
I saw Mane and Cristiano Ronaldo. They were having fun today. Just go there and have some fun.
And I mean, he's won Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup. He's won whatever there is to win. So you might as well enjoy your retirement, go get your generational wealth, and be happy. No longer has to put up Christmas trees.
Guys, every time I see Mo Salah, I have this weird picture in my mind. He looks like Krusty the Crown from The Simpsons. Hello, folks. He just pops up in Saudi. Hello, folks.
That is too funny, Vic. That's too funny. By the way, let's move on. Let's move on to the game real quick because we have pretty much it's gonna work like this. We are gonna go through the 100 questions and then the 200 questions, and then so everybody gets to gets a chance to go first, and then and on the other round, then we'll figure out who goes on last. So anyway, we'll start with I'll just pick at random and say, Eddie, you'll go ahead and get first pickings this time. Which 100-point question are you gonna go with? By the way, I have to acknowledge real quick, Shout out to you, Chelsea Dan. Chelsea Dan in the house. Chelsea Dan is an important Chelsea supporter. Shout out to you, brother. Chelsea won today, so I guess he came out the cave.
He came out here breaking SST. So go on.
Yeah, I mean Chelsea struggled, but still got the win.
They didn't struggle. It was free.
I didn't even know they played.
Come on, man. They didn't flow as much as they could have. Like Jackson was getting
none
isolated.
of the goals were preventable. It was
no. I'm not saying the goals weren't good. I'm just saying like the overall like domination of the game. It wasn't really there because they got the goal and then it's kind of sat back. We'll
continue the Chelsea conversation, and hopefully Chelsea, Dan, you should come in and chime in on that after we play the quiz. But I want to shout out NG for the memberships. By the way, we gotta just give a big round of applause to NG. Yo, shout out to you, NG. Yes. Bravo. We love it. Wow. Just feeling generous at Man United. We're United family. So big up to you, NG, for real. All right. So let's go ahead. Eddie, you're picking first. Which 100-point question are you going with? We got 4 categories, and as always, we got VAR for most of the questions, I believe, and there is 1 or 2 wild cards. I always gotta keep it fresh with a little bit of. You'll think like it's a 400-point question when it's supposed to be when it's very easy, or if a 500-point question when it's very easy. But for now, we're sticking with the 100 points. Go ahead.
Wait, just before I go there, so can people still? As well, like when people
can only steal if it has not gone to VAR, and everybody has a limit now. There is a limit to VAR. You can only do VAR 3 times in this game, so you can't go every round and take it to VAR.
This is not American football.
No, the game's gotta evolve, So
I've used VAR so many times in previous quizzes, but okay.
How many VAR do we have this time?
Everybody gets to use VAR 3 times.
So I can't go into Fergie time.
3 times it is.
Exactly. So Eddie,
I'm gonna go for my specialist topic, obviously, as a Man United fan. Let's go Man United 100.
All right,
let's go.
Man United 100. By the way, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you take your pick. That's the names of the teams: Waffle Madrid, Maguire Out FC, OG Treble, and Martial FC. Do you have a pick of who you think is going to win? Let's go. All right, he picked Man United 100. All right, Eddie, Waffle Madrid. Blank is the current top goal scorer this season for Man United.
It's blank, right?
Yeah, this is easy.
Easy 100-point question, Eddie. Come on, let's go.
Yeah. So after that last we had, I'm like, that scrambled my brain. I'm trying to remember who we even played in the first game. Okay, well, so it's Varane.
It is Raphael Varane.
It's not a no-brainer.
Sure.
I was struggling, because it's like we've not scored any goals hardly. And
it's Maguire.
It's so bad. I almost flopped that question, man. Seriously.
Yeah. It's a warm-up question. It's just the easy peasy warm-up question. All right. By random selection, Joe Blackman said Mason Mount. Get out of here, man.
That's Mason Mount.
All right, by random selection, Omo, you go next. Which one are you? Which one? EPL?
Stadium.
Stadium. Oh, stadium.
I don't know why you put stadium here. Like, it made no sense at all.
I'm just switching it up. I mean, it's very easy. 100 points. What is the West Ham Stadium name?
Burgundy.
I like Burgundy team. It's a Burgundy team. VAR. I'm not doing this.
Over. You
I
see
hate
the
West
video
Ham.
you pick the
I hate
category.
Aston Villa. I hate anything that has burgundy in the color. You want to give
Oh, you should know this. You really should.
No, my hate is too strong for me to know a burgundy team stadium name.
Oh, it's very simple.
Okay.
Wait. Let me think.
All right. Well,
I'm not doing this.
All right, let's take it to VAR. All right, here we go.
Burgundy.
Well, let's see.
You're too funny. All right. Here is the list. Option A, King Power Stadium.
No, the next one. Option B. What's option B?
Option B, London Stadium.
No.
Option C, Vicarage Road.
I don't know what that is. What's option D?
Option D, Carrow Road.
What the hell is? It cannot be Carrow Road. Go to Vicarage, whatever that stadium is called.
Man said Vicarage.
Yo, what part of England is West Ham?
Vicarage, yeah.
I don't know. It's a burgundy team. I don't care about both those teams.
It even says, it says it on their badge.
My hate for that team. Like, I don't want to do is see them lose. I don't care for them. Hey, hold up. How's it no go?
He was offside. He's offside by a toenail.
It is called the London Stadium.
London. The London Stadium. See, this one I'm not going to England. It's so basic. Like, you don't give no fancy name or nothing.
You know what I was thinking? It's so basic. I saw it come up in the comments. I thought people were trolling when people put it in the comments. It's so basic.
Nettie has the best comment. New Maguire house.
He doesn't want that house. He doesn't want that house there, does he?
No, he doesn't want to move in the house. That's what
he wants to stay homeless.
By the way, if you're tuned in from MUFC Realist TV, make sure you hop in on Football Power Hour, hit a like button, and the same too. If you're tuned in from Football Power Hour, go to MUFC Realist TV, hit the like there. Let's support each other. Let's go. All right, which one are you going with, Mick? EPL 100 or Nationalities 100?
You know me, I go with nationalities. I like multicultural. Multicultural. Let's go with nationalities. Right.
Shout out to William for that funny comment too. That is all right.
Let's hit nail head with a hammer.
Right. What is the nationality of Howard Webb?
Does prick count?
Oh, come on, mate. He's British.
Is British your final answer?
Yeah.
And it is English. He's British.
You know what? I thought that was too obvious. Yeah, I was just thinking Australian, just for like some reason.
Did you read that picture of him? He kind of looks. He does. He looks obvious.
Did you read the news today? It basically came out that Howard Webb was in the scrutiny because of the Chelsea Spurs game last season, and he didn't give because the VR room was his mate or something. He didn't go to VR.
Was it Mike Dean? Him and Mike
Dean, yeah.
Anthony Taylor.
Oh God. Yeah. There is the brown paper bag there, right? It really exists.
We know.
You know. Yes.
Yeah, so like seriously, I heard someone saying going forward, they've got to have someone that's like impartial to the referees association.
An independent regulator. Yeah, get someone from outside the country to come in and regulate Premier League games.
Correction.
It's the same five people.
When I say British, I mean United Kingdom, not to offend anyone.
No, yeah. But you know what's crazy also, Mick, about that? It was part of it's an excerpt from a podcast where I believe Howard Webb is like kind of just like giving his like he's just sharing. He's just becoming so open, becoming an open book, and it's kind of interesting perspective. The one thing that I picked up from that podcast was that he gave me an insight of like if the on-field referee is more experienced than the VAR referee, like the VAR referee is a little bit hesitant to be like, yo, you need to go check out VAR. I never thought about those referee dynamics before, before that podcast. And I was like, that's some stuff that we have to make sure that we investigate, we can't always just let things like that come in the way. And then Howard Webb said, oh, Anthony Taylor was my mate. That was part of his words. He was just kind of like, I didn't want him to go check the VAR room because he already had a lot to deal with that day. It was like, that's atrocious, bro.
That's crazy.
It is.
Anyway, all right.
Was it when were they sitting there drinking liquor, alcohol, and there was the liquor talking, or
no? He was just being open. I feel like there was Gary Lineker. There was like Micah Richards. It was just like referee side of things, perspective on referee side.
But I gotta say, Mick, they're probably having some liquor in the VAR room, or maybe getting high, because VAR, even last season, just so many decisions where we just
forgetting to draw lines, not having camera angles. Like these brothers are just chilling. They're like, "Oh shit, something's after happening. Wait, quick!" Yeah, no.
I don't know what happened when the two goal goes in.
Yeah, I see you saved the best for last.
Best for last. Let's go. 100. Blank is the only team to not concede a goal after 2 match days this season.
After 2 match days this season, what was the first?
You can take it to VAR.
I think it should be City, no? Because I don't think they conceded their last game. It should be City.
Are you standing by City?
Yeah, I'm standing by City. I know Haaland got the first goal they won. Was it 1? No, they beat them 3-0. And then the second game, I think they won 1-0. So yeah, it should be City.
You don't sound sure, bro.
Nah, 100% confirmed. The fact that you're telling me I'm not sure means it's City. Yeah.
It is Man City.
Let's go.
Kudus has been in troubles and he's getting City questions. What is going on? What is going on?
Something going on in the house. Robot FC says William. All right.
Yes, Skynet FC.
200 points. We're gonna start with you, Kudus. You get first pick on this one. All right. Man United 200.
Yeah, let's go for it.
All right. Before we start the 200 round, only Waffle Madrid and Maguire Out FC got 100 points. The other two teams have. Oh no! Oh yeah, no. Oh, an OG treble. You got your 100.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Run me my points.
This is cheating.
No. I had to
Bro,
make
you
sure.
got such an easy question. London Stadium. Come on.
Right.
Yeah.
Come on.
All right. Man United.
Come on, you can do this, brother. You can do this. Go.
Yeah,
Man United 200. Here we go. Blank is the only player with the most EPL touches for United so far. Oh, this is kind of hard.
Most touches.
Yeah.
You know what? I think if I'm correct. Wait, no, because the first game he didn't. Most touches.
Yeah, this must be the wild card I was talking about.
I'm thinking it's someone in the defense line, and right now my mind is between Onana and Martinez.
You could take it to VAR, Nah,
it's only a 200-point question.
Omo used VAR.
I want to go with. I'm gonna go with Onana because in the first game versus Wolves, we were playing so many back passes and our defense line didn't know what to do when receiving the ball, and he had to go long eventually. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Onana because just based on how we want to play. Yeah, it's either Onana or Martinez, but yeah, let's go with Onana.
And the answer is not Onana.
Martinez.
I have to pass it on to your competitors and say it is open season for that one, guys. Name your player, and it is not Onana. You already got a hint.
Yeah, I'll go for Varane.
I go for Stevie Wonder in a blind discotheque. Touches. Yeah?
Yo, Mick's not even serious, man. Yo, Mick's setting up for relegation. That's
so you said Eddie said Varane. Almost said
Varane. Martinez played 45 minutes versus the first.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yo, Omar, I don't want to share the points if we get this right, man. Change it, bro.
And then Mick said,
you don't say
Bruno.
Someone said it's Rasmus Højlund. Yeah, I think it's Rasmus Højlund.
Yo, Power Hour. You should
if it's not,
Mick said Stevie Wonder. That should be locked in.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go Varane.
Nah, we don't joke. We don't joke here. There's a title on the line. We don't joke for here.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have news for you.
Watch this Luke Shaw or Wan-Bissaka now.
It is not. It is
Bruno.
None of those.
I really had that sound effect, man.
It is Luke Shaw.
Man.
Oh shit.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're going to be missing Luke Shaw. Yeah, he's had the most touches.
Why is that unfortunate?
And now he's out injured too. Our best player is out injured.
He's not our best player. He is.
He had the most touches, man. He must be doing something, right?
And what did he do with the touches?
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Can I touch you? Say hello to my little friend. My God.
All right.
Okay.
Next up, next up, we have Omo going next. That's almost second on this one.
You know, I'm gonna go for stadium.
All right.
you know we need a rebuild, right? A new stadium.
Yeah. Well, Omo, easy stadium question because stadiums are easy. What is the Burnley Stadium called?
Burgundy team.
The Burgundy team.
Wait, hold on.
What's the next one? Aston Villa. Aston Villa is the only option for the question 3 now.
Omar,
you should get this.
again?
You should.
What is that?
Why you pick stadiums again? I thought you didn't like the stadiums.
Because I thought it was going to be an easier question.
Were you expecting what's Manchester United Stadium called? Is that what you were expecting?
Thing.
Burgundy.
I'm not using VR for 500. I'm not using VR for 400. So I'm using VR right now.
All right. I like it. I like the strategy. All right.
Omar, you only got one more VAR after this, though.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
For 400 and 500, I'm not using VAR. That's easy, not 100 points.
It's gonna be harder questions, though. Surely.
Yeah, okay. It's not harder question. Come on. We thought we was gonna be in second place. And look what happened. I thought I was going with the league. Look what happened.
Omo.
All right, Omo. Here we go. All right. So, option A. Goodison Park. Yes, they just got promoted. So this should, it should be very easy if you listen to the VAR carefully. You know. Option A. Goodison Park.
No.
Option B. The Amex.
No, I don't think so.
Option C, Turf Moor.
I don't know what that is.
Option D, Carrow Road.
He said Carrow Road again. He said Carrow Road in the first question.
It might be a sign.
I'm gonna go with C. I don't know what C is, but I know it's not Carrow Road. Whatever C is.
So it's Goodison Park, the Amex, Turf Moor, and Carrow Road.
Turf Moor, because that don't sound like a stadium, and it's definitely not. It's not one or two.
So what's the reason that Carrow Road's come up twice, though? Think about it, Omar.
No, elimination. I'm good. You can't answer this question. It's
Burgundy teams, Carrow Road makes sense.
You know what? I'm feeling salty. Yeah, I think Omar should get half points because he didn't even know what Turf Moor was.
No,
he does. He does for VAR.
I know what the first one was, and I know
but if you said
it was definitely not Carrow because I don't know who Carrow is.
Bro,
you could have said Turf Moor, and you could.
The amount of times we saw the things Sean Dyche was doing in Turf Moor, how do you not remember that?
You should know.
You should know.
You should know.
The Burgundy team, I want them to fail. I don't know why they keep winning and getting promoted over and over.
True.
Turd more as well. Turd more.
Someone said turf poor.
All right,
Turf poor, yeah.
next up we got Eddie. We got Eddie going next. All right.
Come on, Eddie.
Okay,
So-
I'm thinking. I
so-
don't want to go nationalities now. I'll leave that for Mick. I'll go for EPL.
EPL 200. All right. Yes. William had it already. Yes. Some of you mates are hackers. I don't know what's going on. There might be something going on over there on your channel. Make on your channel chat with somebody spamming. Moderators, do your job.
What's going on there? Is somebody a bot or something? What's going on?
I don't know. There must be a bot or something that's terrorizing everybody on the chat.
Who is that?
I'm
having
no
my
idea.
off today, so I'm just hands free. I'm not at the controls.
All
so
right.
guys, behave. I'm here to win.
All right. EPL 200, Eddie. Here we go. How long is a goalkeeper allowed to hold the ball during a goal kick moment?
On a goal kick. I think I've seen this question before on the quiz as well, and I got it wrong. But you've recycled it. Now this is going to make me mad if I get it wrong again. You know what? Okay, so it's 200 points. I could still try and take 100. I'm going for VAR. Let's go.
All right, let's take it to VAR. I like how you play defensive. All right. Option A, 5 seconds. B, 6 seconds. C, 10 seconds. D, 15 seconds.
One more time, please. One more time.
A is 5 seconds. B is 6 seconds. C is 10 seconds. And then D is 15 seconds.
I had a feeling it was 5, and then it came up. So I'm going to go with my gut. Let's go for 5. Give me that 100. Come on.
Can we not steal?
No, it went too far, my friend.
Okay.
Yeah, I was close though. Off by 1 second. Is that like
off by 1 second? You know. Yeah. So was Mateo's too. Off by 1 second. RJ was off by a lot. No. NGB. No. I know referees don't seem to be enforcing this properly. You know. It's one of those. I swear I've seen Pickford hold it for a minute. You know,
anyway, happen during injury time.
Right. Scotty, shout out to you. Scotty got it at the beginning. I saw your comment early. Yes, 6 seconds. All right, Mick. Nationalities 200. This should be very easy. What is the nationality of Unai Emery?
Did I even pick nationalities? Or did you pick it for me?
He's you
have no choice.
Yeah, I know. You know, he's a Spanish.
He
Spanish.
is. Sí, señor. He is Spanish.
Good evening.
All right.
Okay. I'm cool with that.
FC, you get your full 200 points on this one. So you had 300. Waffle Madrid is at 100. OG Treble is at 100. Martial FC at 100. At the end of the 200 round, anything can change. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm curious. Who are you going with in the comments? I'm curious. Shout out to you, Maddie. We just did the score roundup. Do you have a team that you're supporting over here? I am curious. Good, big up to you, Ed Woodward, as well.
Oh,
big up to you. Yes, Ed Woodward in the building. Brendan as well said Peruvian. Ooh, that was wrong. That was not Peruvian. Shout out to William. Yes, RJ and William, you've been getting a lot of these questions right. All right, let's go ahead on round 300. We are starting with you, Mick. You're already on the seat right there. Let's go. Which one are you picking now?
Okay, I continue with stadiums. No, I mean with nationality. Sorry.
Nationality?
Yeah, okay. I might just go play it safe there because I want to win. I
Yes.
played the game.
You've played the game before. All right. Nationality 300. Let's see.
Let's clean it up.
What is the nationality of Marco Silva?
Oh, Marco Silva. What the fuck is Marco Silva?
Good question.
You're not allowed hints. Yeah,
I know who that
so
is.
you have to think who it is. Who's Marco Silva, Mick?
Yeah.
Damn, you got me there, man.
Mm-hmm.
Silva. Canês. Cento Rebola. Português.
Mick said Portuguese. Is that your final answer?
Sí. Cento Rebola.
And the answer is: Did you take a peek at that? We might have to review the stream.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't.
I was gonna say, I saw Mick looking
Marco
to the
Silva.
left a bit.
We
No,
have the evidence.
I looked down. I looked down and I thought about it, and I start speaking Portuguese.
All right.
That's why I said Cento Rebola. I mean, sit on this and rotate. So it's Portugal.
We're going to give you the benefit of the doubt and say, all right, Portuguese. All right, all right.
Isabel.
300 points.
Portuguese.
Wait, you didn't take it too far, right? All right, yeah, it was.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
All right.
I swear to God.
I need Roy Keane to come out of nowhere with a slide tackle and break the legs because 500-point gap. Nah.
No, but by the way, do you remember who Marco Silva is then? Mick?
Yeah.
Isn't he the Fulham manager? I don't know.
No, I just remember Marco Silva.
He's a CM, right, Mick?
Look, I'm my best mates are all Portuguese.
It's looking a bit sus.
Yeah,
Marco Silva is from, I think he was from Benfica, if I don't mistake, because my mate João Luz is from Benfica. He's a Benfica supporter.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Waffling then, but okay, that sounds genuine.
All right, listen, all right. I have a lot of mates from Portugal. I speak Portuguese.
I can confirm that Marco Silva has never managed Benfica.
No, okay, all right, fuck it. But I know he's just basically Portuguese. Because my Portuguese community.
No. Next is Olmo.
You want me to do Brazilian as well? Like I can go and shave.
I just want to remind.
No. You're not next. You're in second, last round. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm going last this round.
Yeah, you were going with
everyone that he did mention something about a brown envelope to Football Power Hour earlier.
No, genuine, 100%. I pay him Snickers. He knows that.
It's just a game, guys. All right. Let's go. Kudus. Which one are you going with?
Give me the stadium. Yeah.
Wait, are you sure?
Yeah. I'm gonna take it off you so you can actually get points this time.
I already got 100 points.
All right, Stadium 300.
I'm like burgers.
What is the Sheffield United Stadium called?
Sheffield United. They were in the Premier League last season. Wait, they're the ones that are back in the Premier League this season, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's Sheffield United. Something Lane. One second, because I know that this funny story. There's actually a youth from where I am right now that's in the Sheffield United Academy, so that's why I kind of know them. It's Bramall Lane. Bramall Lane.
Something like that.
Bramall Lane, I think.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, I know it's Lane, and yeah, Bramall Lane kind of rolls off the tongue. Yeah, we'll go with Bramall Lane.
All right, he said Bramall Lane. Are you sure it's not Steel Arena? It's not Steel City? All right.
Bramall Lane.
It is Bramall Lane. Yes.
I thought you were going to go to the VAR for that. I had no clue about that.
Nah. I like my stadiums. Their stadium's actually very, very nice. It's where what's this people? I think Simon played there once before as well. It's actually not a bad pitch, but yeah.
Yeah. All right. So next is Eddie. Yes, let's go, Eddie. Which one are you gonna pick?
I'll go. Man United. Got to go for that again.
Man United 300. I love it. True Man United supporter. Let's go. Andre Onana is ranked number blank in the number of saves in the Premier League so far.
Oh man. Is this what is this? We're on 300 points, aren't we?
Yeah.
And then I've got 2 more VAR options, man. I have no clue about this one. Just trying to think back to like some of these podcasts I was listening to. Don't know if he's up there. I can't remember.
Help me, Superman, if you're up there.
Onana been super for us. I mean, first game we made some good saves. Second game, don't really remember too many saves against Spurs. Though was there maybe 1 or 2? This is a hard one.
I like the thought process.
I'm gonna have to go for VAR. Oh shit, man.
There's no shame in VAR. You've got two more VAR.
I've only got 100 points, man. And there's Maguire out of on 600.
Listen,
I can help you.
Eddie, anything can change. Next round, you get a 400 right. You jump. You jump really high. So
you know what it feels like playing this quiz after you've been relegated. Yeah, it's like I just feel like anxiety coming in. I don't want the same embarrassment. That's all I keep thinking of.
Take a sip of your drink and before you answer this question.
Finished, man. Time out then. So we can do time out. I'll go to the corner shop 5 minutes. Come back.
No.
Yeah, that's
oh man.
We need timeouts like basketball, man.
No, just remember, has the deadline passed for the Fantasy League Premier League to be submitted?
Fuck. It was 6:30 today. I don't know what time zone.
Damn.
Yeah, 2 hours before the Chelsea.
Puppy, we aren't going to be relegated.
It's all good, Vic. It's gonna be okay. Big Sam can come through at the end of the day and save it.
So yeah, bro.
Okay. Oh, your VAR. You want to take it to VAR? All right.
Yes,
Man United 300. Let's go to VAR. Sorry, I didn't hear that. All right. Man United 300. All right. So, Man United 300. There we go. All right. So, here we go. First, okay. Option A, 1. Option B, 2. Option C, 3. Option D, 4.
He's in the top 4. Oh, wow. Onana's doing well.
Yeah. It's not the hair. Come on.
Yeah.
This is hard.
Oh man, I think it's 1 or 2. I don't think it's 1. Is it? Because Wolves were testing us in that first game. No. All right. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with 1. Let's go with 1.
And is 1 your final answer?
I can give an answer.
You gotta float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Do you want to?
Your final answer?
I'll try to read some body language here. Can I change? I can change, yeah? So, wait. I'm not locked in. Wait, hold on.
You have 5 seconds left. Wait. Time on this question.
I'll go 2. I'm locking 2.
Is 2 your final answer?
I'm locking it in, yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
He said lock it in.
All right, he said lock it in. And ladies and gentlemen, it is.
Oh,
it is a colossal.
Oh, wow.
Last
Big up, Andy.
Equalizer.
You finally float like a butterfly and sting like a bee.
Yeah.
Eddie.
I did Muhammad Ali behind me.
Yeah.
Did him justice.
Well, I because of how you did on that question, I really, well, let's see if you get this one right. Can you guess the name of the number 1 then? Who's number 1 in the saves? Anybody in the house too, by the way, you can put in a name. So starting with Eddie. Eddie, put in a name. And then we're going to go around real quick. For bonus 100-point question, Eddie. Put in a name. Pick a name. You have 5 seconds. 5,
I'm not even like getting points, so I don't even know. I don't care.
Okay. Well, you're gonna get the VAR point for this. Mick, go ahead. What's your name? What's the name that you're picking?
I have no idea.
One. All right, no idea. Omo, what name are you picking?
The goalkeeper with the number 1 save in the EPL. Let's narrow it down. This. No, this one. No, that's useless goalkeeper. This one.
No one cares about goalkeepers, bro.
Ramsdale.
Ramsdale. Okay, what about you, Omo?
This. You just call me Omo, bruh.
I mean, sorry.
I ain't know Marshall FC.
Do we get points for this or not?
This is this season, yeah, so far.
This season, who's number 1, Kudus? This season.
Is this
Nick Pope?
No,
Just
this
put in a name.
Arsenal guy.
Nick Pope.
No, not Nick Pope. Brett Leno, because I know Fulham got peppered.
Okay, all right. I heard Nick Pope. Eddie, you didn't give a name, did you? All right. It is. Eddie was like, "We gonna give you that one." All right.
Leno, yeah.
Okay.
Leno.
Yes.
How many goals did it concede?
Well, yeah. Power Hour. I hope you remember to add my points, please.
Yes, I am going to. Waffle Madrid gets 150, right?
Yes.
So
yeah.
So you are at a whooping 250 now.
Yo, Mick, I'm coming for you.
Yeah, get it on.
And I get the full 300.
Only how many points I've got to get to catch up to 250? 350 points. Only 350 points, bro. I'm coming.
You coming?
Pause.
Oh. Okay, so hold on, and then
this code number, right?
Let's go, man. Let's get this title race going. Let's go.
So okay, let's get you your 250, and then also who also? I think it was OG Treble that got the extra 100 to go to 500. Boom, boom.
Let's go.
Wait, that was worth points.
Let's go.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
What?
I didn't know that was worth points.
You weren't gonna.
I didn't know either.
You want that to get it right?
No, man.
You might pick the A or something.
That's the way you didn't say it was worth points.
Who are you gonna?
I didn't know that either. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, Mick didn't even know.
So we already had Nick, Kudus, Eddie, and now it is almost turn. All right, cool.
My turn to use the VAR.
EPL 300.
VAR? You don't even know the question.
No.
300. Blank currently has the largest squad in the Premier League.
It's not us, so that's not City. Probably Chelsea. Not the Burgundy team because they lost players. All 3 of them are useless. Not Sheffield, not Luton. Arsenal? Wait, hold up. Arsenal looks suspect. It could be Chelsea because they just signing anybody left and right. So I'm going with Chelsea. I'm locking up Chelsea for now.
Are you not going to take it too far? Or is Chelsea your final answer?
No. I'm looking at the teams in the Premier League. What other teams are there? Is Fulham in the Premier League? Yeah, they are. Everton? No. Spurs lost? No. I'm going with Chelsea.
Well,
What? No way.
Points are up for grabs. Gentlemen, let me start with you, Mick. Which squad are you going to pick?
Manchester City.
Manchester City. What about you, Eddie? Which squad are you going to pick?
I'm going to go with... man. I really thought it was Chelsea. Hold on 1 second. You know what? Yeah, I'll go Man United.
Okay, and what about you, Kudus?
I'm going with Forest, Nottingham Forest, because they sound like 20-something last season, and they haven't really sold anybody this season, and they've signed as well. So it has to be Nottingham Forest.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Manchester United with 34 players.
How do they have 34 players?
we somehow still have 34.
Is that counting players like Kovar and Brandon Williams and stuff? Because they're gone.
Yes, all the players that we. No. Hold on. This. Let me.
You have to be yourself now.
Let me have these points, bro.
Let me just check.
If you got this answer wrong, I should still get the points because you've got it.
No. It is Man United. It is Man United. This is per. Hold on. Let me just double check my source.
What are the dates? What is the date underneath that?
Can you also
check? Today. This is from
today. How many players Nottingham Forest have? Because I'm pretty sure they're up there.
They're up there, but not top. I got the answer right.
Because we just recently got rid of. We got rid of.
Yeah, but the software is not updated, so it's got to be with the current.
But he said from today, and I mean yesterday we got rid of Brandon Williams. So is it updated?
Hold on.
No. Enough of waffles. Eddie got the point. Eddie's got the point.
Eddie got the point.
Hold on.
I can tell you the source of this stat from. It's a tweet from the Sport Bible, so make sure you can check it out. They just posted a lot of stuff. I've been scrolling through trying to find it, but this is a very recent tweet in the last 24 hours. So check it out. It said Man United has the biggest squad, 34 players. And now we'll give points to Eddie because Eddie is the one that got it right.
Let's go 50-50. Did you check how much the Nottingham Forest squad is?
Yes. So Eddie, hold on. Eddie now is at 350.
Eddie, let's split the points.
Split the point. You're on 500. You're on 500.
Yeah. I can see the brown envelope is starting to shape in a verbal form. Verbal agreement. Sit down.
I'm barely keeping up, Kudus. Yeah, you get
VAR room.
We do 70-30. You take 70, I take 30.
And now to start off the 400 round, it's going to be somebody who hasn't started. It is Omo. Let's go.
Listen, don't disrespect Wattsburger. So now I've answered EPL and stadium between my 9 nationalities.
Nationalities, you said 400?
No, it's between those, so I gotta pick one of them.
Pick one.
Nationalities.
Oh, you stealing? Are you hijacking my nationalities?
Yeah, my next one will be Manchester United.
Yo, nationalities, you said, right?
I'm gonna do a Greta Thunberg on you. How dare you?
All right, Martial FC at the
France.
With 100 points, looking to make it to 500 points. What is the nationality of the Brentford manager?
Do you know the Brentford manager?
Give it to me.
You just say manager.
Please.
There's no name to this.
Yes, it is.
There is.
It is a name. Brentford manager is not a name.
Oh, but this is a higher level question, so it's requiring you to apply 2 skills here. Who is the Brentford manager? And take a wild guess. You can take it to VAR if you want. You
should never hijack it because I will nail it on the first 2 seconds.
Yeah, I think I know this one as well.
Did they get a new manager?
No,
same manager.
But you can't be asking for clues. Come on.
Okay, let's see.
Omo knows he wants VAR. He knows. Or is he out?
I have one VAR.
No, don't go to VAR.
You've only used 1 VAR, in my opinion.
He's used 2.
I've used 2.
Round 3, you used. Yes, there we go. Sorry. So you got 1 more.
Actually, yeah. Listen to Kudus. Don't go to VAR. Actually.
Yeah, don't go to VAR.
Yeah.
You told us you were not going to use VAR for 500 and 400.
But I'm going to use it for 3, but you took it away from me.
You're going back on your word.
Okay, what's the name of the Brentford manager? First clue.
What's the name of the Brentford manager? That's a good question. Let's think.
That's you need to know first before you guess the nationality.
It's probably some useless name. Go to VAR.
You're clearly a patriot, Red. I can see that.
Yeah, no, Omar only cares about Man United. All the other questions, like the reason why this game has VAR is because of Omar. When we played it the first time, he was like, "Why? Why was like?" I ended up having to go back. Come on, Omar, give us an answer. Do you want to take it to VAR? Do you want
I'm taking it to VAR. It's my last one.
All right. Okay. This is all right. Managers. There we go. Okay, cool. 400. All right. Option A. English.
No, it's not English.
Option B. Spanish.
No, it's only two Spanish things.
You don't even know who the manager is.
Option C.
Nigerian.
Danish.
I don't know what that is.
From Denmark.
Yeah, but I don't know any manager that is Danish. The only Danish people I know is Christian Eriksen. Go on.
And Rasmus Højlund.
Option D, Australian.
What is that?
Australia is a country.
Process of elimination. Not Australia, because it's just a country where Tim Cahill scored headers. It's not English. It's between 2 and 3. 3 is Danish. That's Eriksen and Højlund. And number 2 again?
Spanish,
yes.
Spanish. How many Spanish players do we have? None, right?
It's not a player, it's a manager, bro. Manager.
How many Spanish players do we have in Manchester United? We have none. And De Gea left. De Gea was the last one. Christian Eriksen and Højlund. I'm going with Danish.
All right. I like the process of elimination.
That process it makes sense.
It is Danish.
I got a couple.
What's his name?
Process. I didn't get any of the working out on that. I didn't get it.
How do you not know Thomas Frank?
Who was that?
Bro.
Well, he was last season. I can tell you that.
Omar was
Snatched us
talking
last
about
season.
players, guys. He was talking about players to get to who the manager was. How does that even work?
Bro, don't question the madness. Madness works.
Wow.
Right.
It just simple process of elimination.
Okay. Oh, well done, man.
Oh, well done.
Okay. So, Omar, you've gone second. Now it is Eddie's turn. All right. There we go. Eddie.
Eddie and Ketia, come on.
Stadiums, Man United, or Premier League.
Don't just
400.
with that. Nketiah. Yeah, this guy is missing 1-on-1 chances nowadays, man. Yo.
Listen. We are in a really like a fist fight here. Like we are very tight. Come on, you can do this. You say you were coming for me, Eddie. Come on.
Yeah, I did say that.
You did.
Okay.
So
let's go.
prove your waffles. Come on, put some cream on that waffle.
Cool.
Ooh, pause.
Them fighting words.
Anyway,
Which one, Eddie?
I wanted nationalities from last time, but obviously that's gone. Hold on. Yeah, I gotta go Man United. I gotta try and play it somewhat safe. That's
Man United.
Topic, man.
Man United.
The Man United section, but
I see what you're saying. Sometimes you may end up with the wild card. Sometimes you may not. Who knows? Man United 400. Blank is the player with the most red cards in the club's history.
Okay.
3 players come to mind.
Red card.
Oh man. Okay, I've used 2 VARs, right? I'm sure.
Correct. Round 2 and round 3, you used VAR, so you still have one more.
I'm gonna have to put it out for this one as well, even though the last question may be the hardest one where I need it.
Yeah, save your VAR.
What's that?
Save the bar.
Nah,
I know the answer to this one is easy.
Nah.
Yeah, it is easy.
It's not easy for me right now, man. It's not easy. When you're in the
So who has the most red cards in Manchester United's club history? Is that the question?
Yes.
We've got a long, established, prestigious history. So for me, this is hard.
Yes.
So I'm going for VAR.
All right.
When you take has the most red cards in Manchester United's history?
Yeah, the options. All right. Option A, Cristiano Ronaldo. Option B, Nicky Butt. Option C, Nemanja sorry. I said Nemanja Matic. I didn't want to say Matic.
Nemanja Matic.
I wanted to say Vidic. Sorry. And then option D, Roy Keane. So I'll repeat the names again one more time. Ronaldo, Butt, Vidic, Keane.
Casemiro should be on that list.
I got it.
I was thinking it was Keane to start off with, but then I thought maybe too obvious. I thought it'd be like something obscure. And it still could be. But you know what? Because I thought it was Keane, I'm going to go Keane anyway.
Total, how many red cards?
Sure?
How many red cards?
Are you sure?
Can we get extra points for that? How many red cards?
Hold
Let's
on.
deal with if I've got it right, and then maybe you get the bonus, right?
Are you sure? Are you locking in Keane?
Are you locking in Keane? All right. He said Roy Keane.
Come and take people out. Yes. Common violence. That's your job. Yeah.
It is.
Yes, he said that shit. Oh, really?
Roy Keane.
Roy Keane.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, if I did calculations, 7 red cards.
No, it's 11.
7 red.
It's 11.
11.
Is it?
Nick,
No, okay.
You were going to get it wrong.
It says
yeah.
right there.
11.
11, yeah.
I was going to say Skulls.
I think
Skulls should have been.
It's up there, but
He must be up there,
yeah, he's up there.
You see, I'm not even looking at the comments, you know.
I'm gonna go as far and say Paul Pogba. He probably had like 5 or 6.
Probably has 4 or 5, yeah. Casemiro already has what, 2, 3?
Yeah, Casemiro's the other person with 2.
Well. Since we're on that list, I'm curious. Who for a bonus 100 points? Who is number 2 after Roy Keane?
Come on, what's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you? Move on.
It's Nemanja Vidic.
I'll say
Vidic.
Vidic.
Skulls. Who are you going with, Mick?
Should we take who has the most injuries? That's more interesting.
Bonus 100 points. Who's number 2? Vic?
Number 2 must be. I just go Scholesy.
Scholesy. It is not Scholesy. It is, ladies and gentlemen, it is Nemanja Vidic.
Let's go.
Oh, Vida.
Come on. That's the Vida. This guy was bullying people anyhow. He was Martinez before Martinez was Martinez. Come on.
What? Because you got that?
How many does Pogba have? I was searching out this game.
Man. It's a title between you and Mick right now, man.
So Eddie, you got
400.
Sorry, hold on, wait. No, not my shell.
Yeah, I
there
got
we go.
200 on that, didn't I? So yeah.
Oh, 200, yeah.
Yeah, so you are now on what, 4?
5.
5.
5.
Yeah.
50.
Methane, yeah. And then Kudus gets an extra 100. Cool.
Neck and neck, title race is back on.
I still have to go. I haven't had the question.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither. So you better not choke. Don't bottle it.
Which one are you going with? Stadiums or EPL?
No. I'm gonna wipe clean the ass of the nationalities because that's my checklist.
Who's that is getting cleaned?
Okay, give me 500 nationalities. I'll play the game. It's like Tetris.
We can only do the 400s, Mick.
Really?
Yeah,
yes.
2 400s left.
Okay, give me stadiums.
Stadium 400. Stadium. What is the Luton Town Stadium called?
What is the Luton Town Stadium called?
Yes.
Ed Woodward. I'm thinking.
Oh, wow. Time for Malasia to step up, I guess.
Something with road. Kenwood Road. Something. I believe. I'm thinking with this, Kenwood, like the equipment. Yeah, I go with that. Kenwood Road.
Kenwood Road? Or do you want to take it to VAR just to be sure?
No. Wait. No. Kenilworth Road or something. Kenilworth Road.
All right, he said Kenilworth Road. The man.
I hope it's so. I hope it's so. That's
close enough. Kenilworth Road. Yes.
When I think of the stadium, I think of Kenwood, the equipment, right? Kenwood. This is how I
knew this.
How do you know this one?
Well,
how do you answer this on the last game I played?
What?
The last game I played, I answered that question.
I was gonna say I watched the Chelsea game today and they were talking about that. That's the only way I actually remember.
All right. EPL 400. Can he keep up? Blank is the only player to have scored a Premier League goal after crossing the age of 40.
Come again?
Blank is the only player to have scored a Premier League goal after crossing the age of 40.
After crossing the age of 40.
I got it.
I'm trying to think how many players have played past 40 in the Premier League.
Right.
Only scored.
Yeah,
is this what's this guy's name? Teddy Sheringham, is that his name?
Is that your final answer?
It's a good show.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, Teddy Sheringham, because there's not many players that have played in the Premier League after.
The answer is Teddy Sheringham.
Let's go.
All
Yeah,
right.
how many people have played after the age of 40?
I was thinking Giggs or Barry, like one of them guys. But no, Barry didn't pick.
Oh yeah, they were in the VAR options. It was gonna be confusing.
Teddy Sheringham joined us, I think, like 29 or something like that. And he stayed for like 4 years.
All right, so Eddie has started, Kudus has started, Mick has started, and Omo has started. We're gonna take it to a wheel to do this one because I can't pick. Actually, matter of fact, because I don't want to.
Have I started?
Yes. You started round two. Round two.
And I lost that round. Yeah.
But you lost that round.
Close it is for the title, guys. 1,000 for Maguire and OG treble, man.
Oh, where did you come from, OG treble?
Don't worry about it.
So Here we go.
I told you at the brown paper bag.
You know what it was? It was the bonus points. It was sharp.
Yeah, you snuck it with them sneaky bonus points.
Those sneaky bonus points. Yeah.
Well played.
This collusion at the highest order.
Here we go, guys. I wrote down a number on this paper, and now we're gonna guess what the number is. It's between 0 and 10. That's how we're gonna figure out the order. So please guess the number. Anybody can go first. I do not want to influence the order. All right. Kudu said what?
3.
3. What about you, Eddie?
5.
I stole my number.
What about you, Omo?
9, Marshall FC.
Oh. Okay. And then Mick?
I have because somebody stole all my numbers that I was thinking of, so I have to go with 7.
Oh, okay. All right. So the number is here. It's a 7.
Viva Las Vegas.
But you're not complaining now, you Mick. Hey? You're not complaining now. You got it.
Now Eddie and Omo, say the same thing again. Pick a different number because I wrote a second number because you guys are equidistant from 7. So
9.
All right, 9, and then
FC all day.
And then Eddie, pick another number.
2.
All right, Omo will go second because the number was 8. All right. Okay, so here we go. So Mick first.
So you're saving the best for last.
Yes.
You saved the best for last. I'm going to go with a nationality, number 500.
All right.
Because I started with it and somebody hijacked my 400. So I got to finish here off with 500.
Nationality 500. What is the nationality of the new Bournemouth manager?
Who?
What? What is the nationality of the Bournemouth manager?
Yes. New Bournemouth manager.
New.
What is the nationality of the Bournemouth manager? Shit, do I even follow Bournemouth?
Doesn't sound like it.
Good point. Stop there.
I think I've got this one too, man.
He can't. It's hard to use VAR too, because Kudus want to steal.
What the fuck is his name in the first place? I mean, it was Woodgate before, wasn't it? Right?
Was it?
Maybe. I'm not sure. I don't know. I wouldn't. I don't know. I can't give you a clue, Mick. I want to assist you, but I can't.
Who is the manager of the Bournemouth?
You got about 5 seconds now. Let's try and wrap it up, guys.
Okay. It was English before, but it's not. It's Raiola. He's sitting there. He's Spanish.
All right. The man went with Spanish. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
And the answer is Spanish.
Who is that?
Puta madre.
Would you know his name?
It was Woodbridge, Jonathan Woodbridge, but then was Raiola. That's the new one. Yes.
No, it was Gary O'Neill.
Was it Gary? Okay, O'Neill came after. Okay, all right. No matter.
Adoni Iraola. Yes. So,
Sento Hebol, puta de madre.
Maguire FC at a 1500. Cool 1500. All right. Next is Eddie. All right. Eddie.
Sure?
Okay.
Yes, it's Eddie and then Omo. Because it's Eddie and then Omo.
This is the top, how the web.
It's not Omo and then Eddie, because Omo
It's
went
me.
for 9. Yeah, Omo went for
I
9.
guess
right?
the
Yeah.
9. The number was
Sorry.
8.
My fault. It's
How
that
the
player
web?
that confused me. My
Anthony
fault.
Taylor.
Omo.
You see
My
why
fault.
we got United versus Spurs?
Yeah. There's some dirty stuff going on here.
Yeah,
No,
Omo
I
deserves a
just
spin,
give me a yellow card so I could parlay.
Yo, Omo,
Yeah,
just pick
Omo's
stadium.
playing me one of them hacky refs.
All right. Listen.
Omo, just go for 500
It's
stadiums.
the playoff round that confused me. Omo is next. Let's
The
go.
only
All
question
right.
I haven't answered is Manchester United.
No, go for
Right.
stadiums.
No,
Actually,
I'm
no,
not
go
doing
for
it.
United. Take United off the board. Yeah, go for
I'm not
United.
going for a stadium.
Big up to you, CM in the house. You going for stadium 500?
No, I'm going for Manchester United for 500.
Man United 500. All right.
And then
This one might be the wild card because Man United 500. Oh my goodness.
I probably would get it wrong.
Name 5 players that are currently injured. More than 5 are injured.
Oh,
More than 5.
500.
That's the wild card.
Yeah.
And it's more than 5 that are injured almost. So go ahead.
Let's see. There's Hoyland. There's Luke Shaw.
Technically, Hoyland is training. Technically,
There's
Hoyland is
Shaw.
training.
There's Money Mount. There's Malasia. Now there's one more player. I don't know who that player is. I gotta figure it out. Oh, the young boy, Mino.
Okay, so I have
Real Madrid preseason, Mino.
I have 4 that you said. Can you?
Luke Shaw,
Okay.
Rasmus Hoyland, Malasia, Money Mount, Mino. Let me see. Let me see if we add anybody else.
We need VAR.
No.
I know.
No.
Because, I mean, Rasmus is he's training. He's not injured
No.
anymore.
Wait. Amad Diallo.
Oh,
All right, he got 5 at least. All right, Hoyland is now back.
6.
No. Hoyland is now back in team training. He's not injured. He's now, as of today, he's back in team training. So you got 5. You got 5.
Yeah,
You got 5.
there's more options. There was Tom Heaton. There was Maguire. There was more options.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There we
Bruh,
go.
look at the list.
Yeah.
Mad. Yeah.
Early January.
Who was Harry
Right.
Maguire?
That Maguire
Oh,
one is
yeah.
cap. That has to be cap
For who?
for Maguire. That's got to be off.
Oh yeah,
How can you get injured sitting on the bench? It doesn't make sense.
Harry Maguire, muscle injury, doubtful. Must be head injury.
It must be. It must be.
And how can he pass West Ham medical if he's injured? Doesn't make sense.
Well, we have to remember Hoyland passed the medical when he had the injury. So
Yeah, but
I don't think medicals are worth anything now.
Minor injury.
No, but this is them fizzing him out. You're not going to play any more games. We're going to say you're injured. We're going to ask the question. We don't know.
All right. Let's go. Let's go, Eddie.
I'm not happy,
Choose
man.
wisely.
I'm not happy. Once again, battling to stay up from relegation for a second show in a row. I'm not happy.
Yeah. You're not the big Sam.
Okay, so Premier League or stadiums? Nah, if I put stadiums, I'll get like a mad one. Like it'll be something from Denmark or something where I won't know.
Before you pick Eddie, I want to say big shout before you okay, Premier League 500. Before we go there, shout out to Angie for saying this. Guys, we can't just have 32 likes. You gotta like. Please take the time to like the video. Smash that like button, y'all. We have a good like 50 something people watching us right now from both platforms. And also make sure you also support both channels. It doesn't matter which platform you're watching on. All right. Premier League 500. Here we go, Eddie. This might be a tough one. This might be a wild card. I don't know, but Blank is the player with the most tackles in the Premier League so far. Ooh, this one is tough. Woo. This is after 2 match days. Well, including Chelsea now, who've just played versus Luton Town. But
oh yeah, you got to be.
But that
I know who that is.
Right. Okay. Used up on my VARs, but even if I use VAR, I'd still come last.
Well, you're not. You're technically your second last. So
wait, hold on.
Yeah, you're Everton. Don't worry, you're not.
No. Football Power Hour. You forgot to add Marshall FC's points from the last time.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he's got to add 500 points to Marshall FC.
Yeah, 500 Marshall FC.
Yes.
It's looking sticky now.
You see the goal difference in Marshall played?
I got you, Marshall. I got you. Now, can you please get us? Please come back.
Big up, everyone. Okay, I'm going for the treble here. So please challenge me. Waffle said he's going to come for me. Look where he is.
Did I say that? I don't remember saying.
Yeah. Just back the tape. There's something called reverse.
I don't remember saying stuff to you, Mick.
You can't touch my treble record. You need to win one first.
Don't touch my tralala.
Let's need a bit of time. Hold on. Relegation's on the line, guys. Just give me a moment. Hold on.
You come in clutch last minute.
So most tackles.
Okay, there's some breaking news I see here. Rajat is saying Di Marzio is now confirming we're talking to Fiorentina.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Finally. Let's get that Fiorentina conversation going.
We'll talk about that after because I
yeah. Oh, yeah.
So can I get a hint? Yeah?
Yeah. I'll give you a hint. It's a team that that color that Omo has been struggling with all game. He's from that color.
The player with the most tackle in the EPL. I know who that is now. I know who that is.
That's the only hint I can give you, brother. This is on record.
Are we going into extra time here, or because
this is ad time right here?
I have
penalty shootout, or what's going on here?
Wait, oh man, okay. I don't know. Most tackles. What shit question as well? Tackles.
Okay, must be
shit. All right, I'm gonna go with just a random player. Let's go with a random player, man. Kurt Zuma from West Ham.
All right, Kurt Zuma is a good shout. Anybody else in the house that want to give a big shout out to somebody? Give a name.
Yeah,
Wan-Bissaka.
Wan-Bissaka says Mick.
I'm gonna say the guy that gets booked nearly every game and is being investigated for betting, Lucas Paqueta.
Lucas Paqueta says Kudus. And what about you, Omo?
Between Aston Villa and West Ham.
Burgundy versus Burgundy.
Yes.
Wait a minute. What was his investigation for?
Kamara.
For yellow cards.
Kamara. Ladies and gentlemen, the answer is Lucas Paqueta.
How'd you know that? How would you get that?
Because there was a thread of Lucas Paqueta just getting stupid yellow cards just for like tackles that there's just no need. And he said Burgundy club, so I was like, might as well be Paqueta.
He's been paying attention. He's been paying attention.
Well, yeah, fouls, tackles, they're kind of the same thing.
Well, he's been sending you the Paqueta with the money. Is it clear? Guys, can you see it's clear and obvious there's corrosion going on here?
Yes.
All right.
You gotta listen to the clues. He said Burgundy team. Listen to the clues.
Yeah, I went for Zuma from West Ham.
Zuma.
So OG Treble, you are at 1100.
I'm coming for the 4-piece.
You're not gonna pass me.
Saving the best
You
for
should
last,
not.
the 4-piece.
You should not pass. You should not pass.
Will he get it right, ladies and gentlemen?
Stadium.
You can't get like a proper award if he gets this because you just went and got the sneaky bonus points again.
Yeah.
And you will win it.
And I haven't taken one single VAR. I've been going straight
VAR.
shooting.
For real, Mick.
Yeah.
If anything, you deserve respect for that. No VAR shout, whatever. All right.
I should get lots of bonus brownie points for that.
Let's see. Let's see. All right.
You will jinx it.
Stadium. What is the stadium of Benfica?
Fuck off.
Benfica.
Oh.
It's what's this name? Do I have to say their full name because I know it's a long ass name?
No. I mean, you can say give your answer and then the referees will decide.
It's the Sport Lisboa. It's the Sport Lisboa Benfica something stadium. Hold on.
Okay.
Portuguese. So Spanish and Portuguese teams. There's probably a Estadio Sport Lisboa.
All right.
Stadium.
That is, I will accept that because that is another name for it. It is as per Google, I mean it's Estadio da Luz, but it's also officially named Estadio do Sport Lisboa.
It's Estadio de Luz.
Estadio de Luz is the name of it, but it is
also
Luz.
I know it's because it's in Lisbon in Portugal, so I figured it's Lisboa.
Yeah, but you can also see it in the comments if you read there.
Is it?
I can see reflection of your glasses, mate. I see the brown paper envelope. I can see you read the chat.
I mean,
I actually don't have to stand up.
Can you tell me how you knew it? Because I'm a Portuguese expert.
Here's the reason why Mick here it's a Estadio da Luz, but here's the reason why we'll accept it. Even if you go to Google, I'll just share this tab real quick. Benfica Stadium, you'll see Estadio do Sport Lisboa. There we go.
My best mate, my brother from my own, he's a diehard Benfica supporter.
Yeah, I know you said that. Yeah, and I know obviously it's in Portugal, it's in Lisbon, so
I
it's
knew
the
that.
capital. So
you could have gone with Emirates Stadium.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is safe to say the three-peat winner has done it yet again for the fourth time. Ladies and gentlemen, let us crown him.
Quadruple. The
quadruple. Big up to you, big up to you, big up to you, brother. Big up to you. No. You deserve your accolades, brother. I
would like to give a personal thank you to all the bonus point rounds. You guys came in clutch for me. Thank you very, very much. And
bonus points.
To my opponent, try again next time.
I'm gonna officially put a complaint to the FA for corruption because this bonus points came out of nowhere. That was not part of the playing rules. You guys were talking before I came on. You two were collaborating in the beginning. I caught you. There was paquetas flying. There was brown envelope. I'm not having it. Get out of here.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
I never got one single bonus point. I never took VR decisions. I went straight from the book.
Brother, you deserve Mick, you deserve a big shout out because you never used VAR throughout. Let's go talk to our guys at the bottom. A matter of fact, we're gonna leave mid-table Everton alone. Let's talk to Eddie. How's it going? Eddie. He's like, get out of here. He pushed the camera.
Well, okay.
Come up, you go back down.
Nah. I mean, for the first time getting relegated, I was like, okay, it's just a quiz, it's just a bit of fun. But it's like 2 times in a row. It's like, well, it started to hit a bit more now,
Bro. 2 times in a row, I've been done by these stupid bonus points. I've been leading 2 times in a row, and this mother yucker is coming with bonus points again.
Cool. Yeah, I feel sorry for you.
They ain't cool, man. Ain't cool.
You make with your first world problems up there in the tower.
There's a serious agenda for love him, hate him, adore him, but never ignore him, right? You don't want me to win the 3P. That's the problem. It's the Manchester United tax.
Mick, at least you're competing for gold, yeah? I'm at the back, yeah?
Yeah, I'm with you, brother. You're my brother. I'm gonna help you.
If you put it this way, you're first. I come in last.
Ooh, there we go.
Rewind. Wait, I missed that.
Where's the arbitration in Switzerland?
I said, if you wanna put it a different way, you're first. I come in last.
Listen, I'm gonna investigate. I'm gonna investigate you for FFP, man.
My books are clean. I'm on the stock market. Everything is clean.
Let's hear how the mid-table is going. Omo, how's it in the middle, brother?
What you mean mid-table? Out 3rd place.
I mean, you didn't get relegated. I
was 3rd place.
That's kind of like 17th.
I'm with this terrible Burgundy team. Never getting relegated, but taking points away from big teams when it's needed.
If I can give you any coaching advice, don't waste your 3 VARs on the first 3 questions. There was no point.
There was no. That is a good strategy right there. That is
the man with the paper envelope.
I'm gonna keep wasting VAR when it's needed. It was 3 VAR. It was 2. I would have calculated it. That's why I asked how much, so I can know how much I'm gonna waste it. It's like going to a match. I ain't gonna ask your coach to have a yellow card. No, they go do a free slide tackle.
A free slide tackle.
Yeah. Why don't we give bonus points for that for taking 3 VARs as well?
Yeah. Get on there. All right.
Fernandez, you went to the referee so you could get what you want, but say you get a yellow card.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's wrap up the quiz section of the game and say there is the trophy for OG Treble FC for success.
You can change it to OG Quadruple now.
Oh, he's like, let's mix it.
That wouldn't even fit on.
OG quads. OG quad.
OG quad. Boom. There
Let's
it
go.
is. Nigga. All right. Let's make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't done so, guys. We'll be back and we're gonna chill. This is the quiz. The quiz section of the show is done. By the way, one more time. Kudus, you deserve your accolades, brother. You deserve it. Nobody has done it 4 times.
4 in a row.
You know,
Come on,
Nick,
you two get a room.
Accusations. These are not accusations. This is false accusation.
It's that. That's to do with this.
Just waiting on the back post. Surely he'll be found. And Premier League goal at Old Trafford.
Well,
Big up, brother. Big up for your victory. I'm congratulate you.
I appreciate it. Appreciate it.
It's okay.
You're a very worty opponent. You pushed me to the
Yes.
edge.
Yes, I have a problem with this guy here, this one. I gotta have a word with you later.
Wait,
it
hold
looked like
on.
Nick was gonna win it, though.
Wait, Mick,
For
Mick
real.
had what do you call them things that you blow into? What's that?
It's called a deflated Arsenal balloon.
Wait. So you had that prepared because you thought you were gonna win, yeah?
I always have it.
How embarrassing is that now?
No, I always have it, like for super chats, for gifting,
yeah.
and but sometimes a little bit deflated, like an Arsenal season, like it goes like.
It's like when Liverpool fans start printing out Premier
like
League champions before they've even won it.
Go, Jolak.
Thanks.
I just don't like to lose. That's all. I'm a very competitive person.
At least you didn't get relegated. Hey, Mick.
No. But I'm apparently getting relegated in fantasy league football now.
For real.
Yo,
shooting
Superman.
shots. No, come on. This is not the time to be. I'm last right now in the fantasy Premier League. So I don't know. I need to have a serious meeting with my board.
You guys got a forfeit for that as well if you come last.
Do we get what?
You got a forfeit if you come last,
It should be a forfeit. Yeah.
I hope not. Yeah, I hope not. I hope not. By the way, I wanted to go back to that thing that we were talking about earlier. I think somebody had a some breaking news, Mick.
I don't know. I saw something in the chat, so I was just.
So, United have entered into negotiations with Fiorentina for Sofyan Amrabat.
We knew that already.
So it says that there's still no agreement, but the two clubs are negotiating to find an agreement as soon as possible, and that was Di Marzio. I won't lie, I'm kind of annoyed about that. The reason
Why?
I'm annoyed about it is because we've known for the past 3 months that Amrabat wants to come to United. He's rejected Liverpool. He's rejected Barca. He said he only wants to come to Manchester United. We were quoted 25 to 35 mil. And then we were told that we have to sell either Donny or Fred before we can bring in Amrabat. The guy has gone and started training alone. Fiorentina have given us a discount. We still haven't sold Donny. Fred is still here. And all of a sudden now we're going into negotiations. So it's not planned out. Like United, man, they confuse me so much. But the Amrabat signing itself, I like it. It's a good player. I think we still need another player next to him, whether an Onana. Me, I've always said, you know what? Splash the cash, make a statement, go sign Kimmich. That's what I want.
Oh,
go get us Kimmich.
Kimmich.
Boy.
Go get us
How are we going
Kimmich.
to get him, though?
The reason I say that is because right now things between him and Bayern are a bit shaky. Him and Thomas Tuchel are fighting. And if you guys saw from pre-season, what Ten Hag wants to do in that midfield role, especially with Kobe, is something that Kimmich does in his sleep. So, I mean, take 60, 70 mil, at least put it there as an enticer and just say, you know what, Barca, this guy, or Bayern, sorry, this guy might not be in your plans going forward. Here's 70 million. Are you going to take it or not? Instead, we're negotiating for Gravenberch. I don't want Gravenberch. Just give me Kimmich, give me Amrabat. Let's move. But John Murta, if you're watching, go get me Kimmich.
I want Kimmich, guys.
I'm just at the
regen, isn't he? Like just technical border, versatile as well. If getting for like, what 70 M's, that would that's a discount.
70 M's, yeah.
Discount, man.
If you chill out for him, man, it will last a good couple of years. But during them, they won't do it.
Yeah.
All right. I'm a little bit switched off, relaxed today. Like, I had a little bit of I haven't had a drink for a long time. I had a whiskey, and I've been saving the Chivas Regal with ice for a very long time, so I really enjoyed it. But for me, even speaking to Alfredo Pedola, I keep a regular touch. I laying down and said everything. It's already, the deal has already been completed through intermediates. The figure, everything's been lay down, so now it's just a formality to actually have direct conversation, right? Personal terms agree, 4.5 million per season. They also discussed the fee, 25 plus 5 add-ons through intermediates, and now the clubs are talking. That's what it is. As long as we get the player over the line, knowing it's like 7-8 days, I don't really care. As long as we get players over the line, if we get a Gravenberch over the line, I take that as well for a loan, seasonal loan. I don't know. Because obviously we need that midfielder. Because for me, Ten Hag never kind of recruited Mason Mount alone without even having an Amrabat in plan to play next to Casemiro, right?
You sure about Gravenberch though? I mean, he's been on the subs bench quite a bit. He might be rusty. I'm not liking these rusty players that we're getting in. Like,
but he's on a loan. He's on a loan.
It's Bayern Munich and how they use their players. Like, they just put them on the bench and they forget that they're there.
You absolutely. Bayern is like a Hoover machine. Like, this vacuum cleaner. They hoover up everything and they put them on the bench.
See,
every quality.
There's no one thing I'll say for Bayern, right? Especially under Nagelsmann, they were clearly trying to do a youth project. And we've seen that with Musiala and Tell and all that kind of players breaking into the team. So regardless if you're young or not, if you're good, you're going to play. My issue with Gravenberch is you came from Ajax with such a massive profile and such a massive talent, and you couldn't force your way into the Bayern team that had midfielders like Goretzka, Kimmich, Muller. You couldn't force yourself into that team.
You're still young.
Yes,
but Mark says Gravenberch has a higher ceiling though, Kudus. Like, what do you think about that?
He does have a higher ceiling, but are we patient as United fans? Are we patient? Because Kobe has a higher ceiling, Mount has a higher ceiling, Malacia has a higher ceiling. Yeah, but they all have higher ceilings. But right now, the way I see it is, United fans need a trophy, a big trophy, Premier League or Champions League, in the next 2 to 3 years.
Yeah,
are we patient enough to wait for Amrabat to become good to hit that ceiling, or do we need a midfielder? Exactly, or do we need a midfielder that comes in straight away? And it's unlocked.
Listen, I have a problem with all this. I had enough of this week. I had enough with the entire fan base to keep flip-flopping. Are you the one that picks the team? Are you the one that keeps the budget? Are you the KPI holder? Are you the one that sets the team? I understand that you want this X, Y, Z. You like to throw players under the bus. But at the end of the day, what Ten Hag picks is the damn support team we should support, man. If we need an Amrabat,
come on, we can't just back it blindly though, because like with Mason Mount, that is looking like a floppy signing already, and we already knew he was gonna put an imbalance to the midfield.
Oh no, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. I tell you from the very first beginning that Mason Mount was not the only signing without even having an Amrabat. That is part of the system. If you're not supporting it, I understand. But I had enough of people throwing Ten Hag under the bus tonight. I had enough.
Mick, do you know what? I agree with you when you say that Mason Mount is not the only signing, but Ten Hag made it clear that he's the priority signing.
So what do you want? You're sitting here saying you were saying it, that you don't want a Gravenberch that might be on a seasonal loan. Why not?
No, not seasonal loan. If we're to loan him, fine, bring him in. I don't care, because we still need 2 bodies in that midfield. But if we're going to buy him, I don't think we have that time to wait for him to become what he could become.
Yeah, but we are not buying it as a loan.
If it's a loan, if it's a loan, 100%, I'm down with it. I agree. But in terms of getting that midfield right straight away, because at the end of the day, we have to realize this team, they spent the last 12 months with each other last season. Okay, now this season, the first game, although we won, we got 3 points, fine. It's been very shaky. Second game, again, extremely shaky, and we lost. So now we're starting to see a pattern. We didn't really, even the good foot that we could say we started off with the win, it's now starting to crumble. Now Mount is injured. Our midfield three goes back to Casemiro, Bruno, and Ericsson. Scott is probably going to leave. Donny, God knows if he's going to play for United again. So we need at least 2 bodies to come into that midfield straight away. Otherwise, we're going to be playing catch up again all season.
Yeah, I hear that.
Look, just one more quick thing, yeah, on this, yeah. I mean, Mick, I hear what you're saying. Like, we've got to be giving Ten Hag a nice grace period for this season because he's had so much credit last season. Most of the decision he was doing was a top level to be getting us a Carabao Cup, which we didn't think we were going to win. But it's not just Mason Mount. It's like he signed a striker who's like wasn't fit. We've suffered from playing Rashford down the middle. There's just things where we can question the manager. Like, obviously, don't say Ten Hag out already. It's only a few games. But it's like when there's little things happening like that where it's just you can see it's costing us. Yeah.
I wouldn't blame him.
Listen, you guys, you're so quick to judge without even thinking longer than the nose. We have a limited budget. We've been focusing on getting the deadwoods out. It's been an extremely hard negotiations going on. I don't know. The default is always to back the manager, throw him under the bus. But the one that you should focus on is the fucking Glazers.
Okay, so
my thing is I don't see the Glazers leaving no time soon. Like, I want the Glazers out. They're not leaving. The Glazers hired, Merton, Arnold, they're both useless. They're not leaving no time soon. There's nothing else we can do about the Glazers. Like, we want them gone. There's nothing else we can do. And they want to get such a Qatar. So what we are focusing on is the easiest part, which is the football. Etihad bought the wrong player. Mount was not needed right now. It's a bad signing right now. As in what we need, Mount wasn't the key. If you sign any other player, if you had signed Gravenberch earlier and signed Aaron Barr earlier, I'll be okay with it. But signing Mount as your priority signing, to me, is a waste of money. Because you could have got a better midfielder that would work in that role that he bought Mount for. And again, for ETH, he's picking the lineup. I'm judging him on the lineup he picks. Yes, the players are bad. Yes, the players are bad, but who picked them? He did. So he's going to take part of the blame for the same lineup. Because you're playing Rashford at the number 9 and it's not working. We know from last year it wasn't working. For game 1, it wasn't working. Preseason wasn't working. And now you did it against Tottenham, it's not working. And if it doesn't get Forest, I'm be upset because it's not working again. Because you say you have Martial fit. You say you have Sancho fit. Those two play way better 9 than Rashford. And the reason why, they say, Rashford got a bunch of guns striker. No, he didn't. While Worker's playing the striker, while Worker's doing all the run around, then Rashford got the goals. This man doesn't want to track back. If you see the way we press, he's supposed to lead the press and he doesn't do it. So now you have Mount pressing for him. Mount got a position. Instead of somebody covering for Mount, nobody covered for Mount. Because what's Rashford doing? He's walking. He's the one picking the lineup. And like, I'm going to blame him on the lineup that he picks. He got to some blame on this lineup. That's the only thing I can say.
Let me come at it from a different perspective, right? I don't think, after finishing off last season, coming into this summer transfer window, I don't think Mason Mount was the plan. I think Mason Mount became available and then the manager pivoted, right? Because a player like Mason Mount becomes available. Yes, United fans might not rate him. He's coming from Chelsea, this, that, and the other, but the guy is a workhorse. I'll give him that. He's a workhorse and he wins that ball back from us very, very quick. I was counting within 7 to 10 seconds, the guy wins the ball back. So I think he went and got Mount, right? Now, where the manager some blame can be attributed to the manager is because at the end of the day, you're the one doing the coaching, right? Now, Mick, you said something about the Glazers and the Deadwood. Can you just please tell me, who do you classify as the Deadwood in Manchester United?
The Deadwood, according to my opinion, if you look at the Manchester squad, there was a question earlier today, who has got the biggest squad? What was the answer? I'll pin it back to you. Yeah, United, right? Right. Okay. Under no circumstances do I understand the PTSD and the complaints, but I am saying that this is not Ten Hag's fault. You guys should know that. Because if you go back, there's players even from Van Gaal recruited in. There's players 100%. From Ole, from Jose, from all these managers that the manager came in last season and have to work with, right? There's 100%. Minimum of funds that he can work with because Joe Glaze is sitting there still signing off, right?
I understand, but let's
wait,
take
can
that
I answer?
aspect out.
Yeah. What should I take that aspect out? That was an
Because
original question.
no, take the aspect of the Glazers out, because the previous managers that have come before, they've also had to work with players that have been left there by previous managers. They've had to work under the Glazers. They're in the same
Yeah,
conditions that
but
Ten Hag
you,
has been in.
why let me land then, because you asked me a
Okay.
question. All right. So
Right.
the outgoings to trim the squad, to shape the image what the manager want to play, because he's here for 3-4 years, right? Isn't he? So he has to get rid of players that we had been dying to get rid of. That's no quality. It's not about quantity. It's about quality. The likes for likes. If a Casemiro gets injured, you need somebody to be stepping in to be as equally good as Casemiro. Not what we had last season when Casemiro was suspended. We had to play McTominay. The drop off is huge. It's like falling off with your face from a cliff.
Okay. So
this
the names of the Deadwood. Who exactly
doesn't
do you classify
matter.
as
What
Deadwood?
does it matter to you?
The
I mean,
reason
we're
I'm
talking
asking-
about.
The reason I'm asking is because I understand we say we have to get rid of the Deadwoods, the likes of Maguires, the McTominays, the Donnies, etc. But at the end of the day, right?
Eric Bays.
Eric Bays, yes.
The ones
all
that
of
sitting there collecting money that doesn't play.
I
That's
agree.
the thing.
I agree 100%.
It's all about the wage bill trim.
Yes, I agree 100%, right? That's how we become a properly functioning football club. But now, if we talk about the football aspects, those Deadwood players that we're talking about, your Eric Bailly's, your Maguires, your Scott McTominays, they're not in the starting 11. They're not playing football.
Yeah, but
So,
they're costing wages.
yes, but we're not talking about the cost. We're talking about the football itself on the pitch.
Yeah, but you
Those
need
players-
to register freaking players on the fucking Premier League, man.
Okay, so what you're telling me,
every wage bill is causing you FFP if you don't understand.
I understand.
Footballing
right?
operation. So
I
what is that
understand.
you want?
What you're telling me now is that the players on the starting 11, we need to get players that are better than them to come in. And in order
You're
to
talking?
do that,
No, you asked me about a squad. A squad of Eric Ten Hag wants to work with the 27 squad, 28 maximum. And there's players that he doesn't want, that it doesn't fit his system. It's all about that. So the Deadwoods can be anything from Brandon Williams that doesn't fit. There's even youngsters that doesn't fit because he doesn't want them. Right?
Guys,
he said he doesn't fit.
Sorry, can I just come in here? Because like it was getting tasty between you guys, but I don't know why we're talking about Deadwood players, when we've got a sample size of 2 games where we've almost been embarrassed. We were embarrassed against Spurs, and we're talking about control over Deadwood players. Imagine how many Deadwood players that Ange Postecoglou has at Spurs. He got them to play that football that he's trying to play already. Yeah,
that's what I was trying to get at.
But this is what I don't fucking agree with you guys. I'm going to leave the stream right now because you are throwing the manager under the bus. I can hear the PTSD, man. It's coming back to the same fucking question again.
We're not throwing the
I'm not having it, man. I'm not fucking having it. Support the fucking team. Support the manager. Don't fucking come here with your bullshit. This is
we have to have
fucking bullshit show.
Hold on, we have to have a debate. We have to have a debate as United fans.
You can come back in, I was saying last season.
I ain't coming back anymore. I ain't fucking coming back here. You're part of the reason too for slating everything. I can just hear the PTSD, right? Throw the manager under the bus again.
Let's talk.
Whinge instead of looking at the positive side and moving forward.
For
fuck's sake, I had enough.
Bro, let me finish the point. I was about to finish as well. I was saying last season, Ten Hag's got credit in the bank.
I'm losing my shit here. Come on, I'm not taking this shit.
Ten Hag out. Yo, Mick, just
get out of here.
Down, man. Put your
Why should I?
I'm
sitting here day in out, protecting the fucking badge and the team. You come here slating my manager? Get out of here.
Mick, let Eddie finish. Let's discuss.
Because Omo would bring up some big points about the pressing system.
I'm praising. Listen, the manager has credit in the bank. It's not about the manager. The manager picked the players. And the manager picked the players. They play bad.
Yeah, it's a manager picks the player, so back the fucking team for fuck's sake.
I'm backing the team, but if they lose, am I supposed to be happy that we lose? I'm not gonna be happy that we lose.
Are you the consumer of the game? Are you the manager? Are you picking the teammates? You back the fucking team. That's what you do. That's why you're red. That's what it means to be a Manchester United supporter. Back the fucking team.
Mick, let me ask you.
Mick,
let me ask you one.
We should never find Ole. We should never find Marino. Like we should never sold anybody.
All I'm hearing is yeah. Whinge.
Mick, let me ask you a question. Mick, let me ask you a question. Mick, one simple question. Is Eric Ten Hag? Hold on. Is Eric Ten Hag above criticism?
He's criticized when criticized deserved. Even I criticize him, but not what I've seen this week.
Just
Even the media and press.
And they've barely had that manager. Yeah, we've had our manager for all season, and Spurs, who have played low block football for the past, I don't know how many years, just started playing pressing football and outplayed us. And we can't talk about Ten Hag.
And
we're going to talk about passion bullshit. Yeah, we should be talking about tactics.
It's until Burnley does it.
Let's bring it back to the football. Exactly. Let's bring it back to the football, guys.
Let's just bring it back to the football, because I was making a point. I was going somewhere, right? We're on about Deadwood players. We're on about the Maguires, the McTominays, this, that, and the other, but they're not playing football. Okay, it's the Mason Mounts, the Brunos, the Ericssons, the Shaws, the Rashfords. They're the ones playing football. Now, these players, are they good players? Yes, they are. Some of them might be able to put themselves in the category of world class, right? But at the end of the day, something is going wrong on the pitch. Forget everything outside. Something is going wrong on the pitch. And as the manager, that's where you earn your money as a world-class manager or as an elite manager, when you're able to identify and fix it. Now, in the first game, like I said, yes, we played good. Yes, we got the 3 points, but we didn't play good. Everybody saw that there was a hole in that midfield. Casemiro was having to truck 4 or 5 runners at a time. Anytime we were trying to play football, we got hit on quick transition, which is funny because Ten Hag wants to be the best transition team in the world. So we clearly need bodies there. We need that aspect fixed. Okay, the defense, I'm not worried about. The attack, they're not scoring goals. I'm a little bit concerned, but I'll see what happens when a proper striker comes in. Now, the midfield is where we're creating our chances from and where we're defending. Everybody knows football is won and lost in the midfield. And for 2 games, I have seen the Manchester United midfield be overran by players that should not be doing it. I'll give you an example. In the game versus Spurs, I saw Basuma carry the ball from his box. Bruno attempted to press him. Basuma dropped the shoulder, went past Bruno. Then the next person there was Anthony. Anthony again attempted to press him. Basuma dropped the shoulder, went past Anthony, and Anthony collected a yellow card because he went in for a late tackle to get the ball off Basuma. Basuma carried the ball from their box to literally just a bit before our box, with nobody stopping him. That for me is an issue, because we're having an overload of runners in that midfield, and Casemiro cannot do it all by himself. Now, I'm sorry, but if I can identify that, if United fans can identify that looking at the TV, if Sky Sports can do all their analysis and identify that, Ten Hag should be able to see that in real life in the game, or even before that in the previous matches. So I'm not coming at him, but I'm asking the question of Ten Hag. You had this midfield with Eriksen, Bruno, Casemiro, and you were able to make it work. You were able to make it gel. Now you have Mount and Bruno, very, very attacking. Casemiro has to do the lone DM work itself. Even if we bring in Amrabat, it's not going to be an ideal situation, because I think if we bring in Amrabat, Casemiro drops to the bench. I'll be honest with you. I think Casemiro drops to the bench. So I'm trying to find out what is Ten Hag trying to do. And the thing is, if he wants to experiment, he had preseason to do that. I understand Kobe's not here. Kobe was plan A. So are you telling me you don't have any plan B until you get a signing in? That means we're going to lose a lot of games this season. We're going to be very, very upset this season if that's the case.
Yeah, I'll just say real quick, this is where a director of football comes in, because 100%. He would have that network, right?
Eddie, after that, I want to hear Mick respond, all right, after your director of football point. Go ahead.
I am not a person. I have never been a person to lose my shit. I'm a very calm, composed person, but I got triggered because of the events that happened this week. I protect the club. I refuse that the badge gets dragged to the mud. That's what I'm saying. I gotta get I gotta get to the point that yes, Ten Hag is trying with a new system, ain't working. You gotta go back to how many games and fatigue did we play last season. That takes toll on your body. We went on a PR tour. How much travel did we do back and forwards? How we played on AstroTurf. Now you see muscle strain, injuries, XYZ. He cannot play the system with and that's what I was trying to say. He cannot play the system having in plan just to recruit a Mason Mount. This system requires another turbo engine like an Amrabat, and that is coming, right? He did not count to lose Kobe Mainoo, that was part of his squad early in the season. He did not count to lose certain players. Therefore, he has to revert back to the old, playing the 4-3-2-1 system. We got to get back to now. All I can hear is whinging. But I'm always looking at the solutions, right? That's what I'm getting at. I don't complain. I have to look at how do we solve this solution. If you were Ten Hag, what would you do, right? And that's why I'm saying, as it's never easy to be a United supporter. And the easiest thing what we have always been doing is to throw the manager under the bus. We've seen that ingredients don't work, right? Ain't working. So we got to stick by it. We're not picking the team, but we have to support the team because they do read social media, right? We can criticizing the manager for doing wrong substitution at the end of the day. I get it. I've done it myself. I criticized it last week too. So don't get me wrong, Eddie and everyone in the stream. But what I don't get is I see the pattern of already starting. There's somebody in the media sphere is starting to throw the knives to backstabbing United,
100%.
to
Backstabbing,
backstabbing Talksport. Everyone they're starting, and it's like a domino effect. And that's why I said enough is enough. We as a global fan base, we should protect this badge, protect his manager, protect this team. Because
that's
we do
cool.
have to play.
You can react to them, but no one was doing that on the street.
Yeah.
I was just talking.
I put my hand out. I took it out on this stream, and that is my fault. I put my hand up and say, "Listen, sorry, brother."
Big ups to you, Mike. No, we appreciate that.
No hard feelings on you, Eddie. I love you, my brother. I love everyone, but I just had enough of this slating of this week. Like enough is enough.
Yeah.
So this is what the space is for, Mick. This is the therapy space. This is the happy hour that we have real conversations. We have to collide. We have to agree. We have to disagree. Agree to disagree sometimes, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
I want to hear from Omo. How many games are you giving Ten Hag until you start looking at him and be like, hold on.
No, I already said I'm here for Ten Hag throughout the whole season, but I'm looking at each game like, what are you doing this game? What are you doing? I'm looking at each game individually. The last game with Wolves, I saw that lineup. I'm like, okay, I don't like this. Go and get Spurs. I know you don't have your Mino. Hopefully, the pivot is of Casemiro Eriksen is what I'm hoping for. He started the Mount Bruno again. It didn't work. They couldn't press Basuma. They couldn't press the young kid, Saw, the one that scored. They were all press resistant. The way we're pressing, it wasn't working. It wasn't working throughout that whole first half. And the second half, how they got the goal, Gra scored against us. And teams know, like, oh, there's a Rashford. Let's sit back. It's the simple things. And so far, I look from the preseason, also the last two games of the preseason, not too much of the Wrexham game, but the kids, they're following the game plan, but they couldn't score goals. Now you put the adults in, and they're like, what are you doing? Like this is not what you were doing with the kids. Like, what are you doing here? Yeah. So I'm thinking like Mino was the key to make that midfield work, and now that Mino got injured, that plan just went out the window, and it's like he's scrambling for plan B, and that's why Mons is playing in that role. But again, it's like, if you see the way Wolves play, like it was hilarious. They just sat back and just like, okay, come up with the ball. So now I'm looking like those lower level burgundy teams, all they're gonna do is sit back. They're not gonna attack us. They're just gonna sit back and counter all day. And you see us on counter versus Wolves. They just didn't know how to finish. They counter us to death, but they just didn't know how to finish. And thank God for that. But listen, against those burgundy teams, sit back and watch what happen with that same lineup, and you'll see.
Guys, don't forget the protest tomorrow. Don't forget the protest tomorrow. Green and gold protest. Glazes out tomorrow. 60 minutes sit down. If you're down there, please. I'm all for it, right?
Yes, Mick. Tell people about this protest that may not know. People are sitting for 60 minutes after the game.
Yeah, arranged by 1958, United against the Glazers. It's a peaceful protest. It's a 60-minute sit down after the game. Everyone that's going there, I'm not going there. So bring your phones, cameras, spread it through the social media. It's so important, right? It is green and gold until we are announced and sold. That's always keep the pressure on, because the Glazers are the one that are causing this big divide within the fan base, not giving the managers the funds, taking money. They haven't not been able to take dividends, but the message is clear, guys. We need new ownership ASAP. A new dawn.
100%.
Can I say just just another thing on the system?
Go ahead, Eddie.
Go ahead, Eddie. Sorry, man.
Yeah. There's things that Ten Hag can control, regardless of Glazers or Deadwood, right? Like I was saying before, those two teams we just played, they're garbage teams. Yeah, we should have made them look garbage anyway, with us being ahead of our project or ahead of their project anyway. Especially with Spurs just having Ange for a couple games, we should have enough talent in there to be, just beating these guys. Maybe not comfortably, but beating them, right? We lost to Spurs, Yeah, almost talked about the system. All of these things that's not going right. Omar was talking about Plan B with Mount as opposed to like Manu. There's also the false nine that we were doing that during the preseason. It's like, what? Yeah, why did that go out of the window? Why wasn't, maybe okay, it's only 2 games. Maybe Ten Hag will change it soon. But that's why I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not saying Ten Hag out now. Maybe he does change it, but I think we've got to see the change because people like Garnacho dying up front, man, not looking good. We can see he's like not ready. Yeah, he's the first game against Wolves. One of the worst I've ever seen a Man United player have. One of the worst games ever. Worse than like maybe an Obertan or one of these wingers that we've seen before. Yeah, it was bad. Yeah. But to start him again, I just thought, I don't know, that's a little bit stubborn. There's a little bit of stubbornness going on with Ten Hag, and I hope he can change it up. Yeah. And if we're doing the false nine, I'm going to end on this point. If we're doing the false nine, I think that's the best thing to do because we can release Rashford on that inside left channel, cut in.
I agree.
Shoot, yeah. Anthony, inside right channel, cut in, shoot. Those are their mentalities. So let's, I know Ten Hag's the boss, but okay, we can see it as fans. How about we play to their strengths now? That's what I'm saying.
Guys, we are in a situation right now that this is unprecedented regarding injuries and everything, right? So my point is that I love you all. You're my family. No disrespect. We're here for opinions, but I always have to put a voice of reason at the end of the day. What I'm trying to say right now, it is tough. We know all this injury situation. What we have to do as a fan base, don't go that way like we used to do. Don't be that divide and conquer. We need to support this team. 3 points every game, no matter how we play. Just get by. Get by. I know we want to see good football. I know we want to be entertained. I know that Ten Hag hasn't been 100% backed, but we cannot go back to the way to sort of divide each other. What I mean?
Yeah,
that's my point, man. I say it is very unprecedented.
I'll agree with Mick there, right?
To divisions, okay. We're Man United. We're a United family. We have to stay together. Go ahead, Kudus.
I was gonna say I'll agree to Mick there, right? That all the people who coming Ten Hag out, this, that, and the other, they're just reactionary because at the end of the day, even if Ten Hag leaves, right, we're back to square one. And me personally, I do think this is the manager to take us to the promised land. And I don't want him to go, and I need him to succeed. It's not even I want him to succeed, I need him to succeed, right? And we know the same story. I'm going to bring you back to a few managers, right? Mourinho, Ole, Van Gaal, their first season did very, very good. Second season now, they need to build on that success and strengthen their team. And we see what happened. There's another common denominator. Those managers in their first season didn't have Champions League football. They didn't even have Champions League football. They were in Europa, right? They get into Champions League football. Glazers get their Champions League money, whatever it is, and then, khalas, do what you want with the squad. You don't need to strengthen it. Now, I am 100% ETH in. That is without a doubt. But when I see things happening on the football pitch, that has nothing to do with the Glazers, to a certain extent. Because the Glazers aren't the one coaching them every week. The Glazers aren't the one in the pitch seeing what they're doing. The Glazers aren't the one giving them instructions on the pitch. So the only other person that we can attribute that to is Ten Hag. Now, he's stubborn. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. It is what it is. The best managers are stubborn. They stick to their philosophy, which is why I'm confused, because I'm wondering why Ten Hag is changing what he is very, very good at to suit these players. Because these players have proved time and time again that they will get managers sacked. So for me personally, I'd rather you play what you want to play and get sacked anyway, because you stuck to your guns, and I'd respect that more. The players that are there right now, when they were under Ole, when they were under Mourinho, they were walking on the pitch. We said that they had given up, they're down tools. We said that they were not fighting for the manager. They weren't doing what the manager wants. They weren't following his instructions. Ten Hag has come in. The board has allegedly given him power to buy and sell whoever it is he wants. He himself has said that if you're not doing what he wants on the pitch, he will drop you and put in somebody that's better. But I haven't seen those things. Exactly. But I haven't seen those things applied. So that's why I'm questioning Ten Hag. Now, I understand there's some players you can't drop, the likes of Bruno, Rashford, etc. You can't drop them. But even if you take them, And Shaw, yeah, I understand you can't drop them, but you should be able to drop Anthony. You can drop Sancho, you can drop Maguire.
Oh,
You should be able to drop
100%
them.
agree. 100% agree with Anthony.
And
I
we
mean,
see Pellistri when he comes on. The guy has drive, he has energy. I'm not saying Pellistri should be a starter over Anthony because I understand 100 million versus however much we bought Anthony or Pellistri for. There's a big gap. But even if you give him 60 minutes, if you give him 45 minutes, at least see what the boy can do. Because like Omo alluded to, we see your youth teams, your youth players play the system better than your first team. And it's no surprise this summer, go look at the majority of sales that we've made. It's from our youths. It's from our academies. We sold Emran. Brandon
did you
Williams
watch
is gone.
Did you watch the press conference today?
I haven't seen the press conference today. I'll have to go and check it.
Okay, he basically defended the midfield to say it's not wrong of the midfield. I don't know. Did you listen to it, Poppy? Because
I seen that part. I seen that part, but
because he said
I expect him to come out and say that because I don't expect him to come out and say the midfield is a problem and throw the players under the bus.
I'm saying that
because
I agree what you're saying that he's got his rules and principles, and in many occasions he said they didn't follow the rules and principles, like they went undisciplined, off script.
Yes,
you know. So
okay,
that's what he's saying.
So now the thing is, you acknowledge that they didn't follow your rules and principles. So now you have a choice. You have two choices: do you reward or do you punish?
Punish.
Exactly. So now, if you're going to punish that midfield, how are you going to punish them? Is it by dropping them? Is it by giving them limited minutes?
No,
Is
but
it by giving them a chance, and if they don't do it, then you drop them?
I kind of understood what he wanted to say because he gave them a second chance by understanding that the problem was that the front line was not pressing and tracking back enough, leaving them exposed because he wanted to play like a high line pressing line.
Okay.
So if you saw that the first half against Spurs, that was working.
He said our forward didn't run against Spurs. That's what Ten Hag
And then there's not much fitness as of yet. Like, there's not much sharpness. We kicked the ball twice, right?
Okay.
Then
there's a pattern.
Then at the end of the day, wait a minute. I'm just going to finish what I have to say. At the end of the day, you as a manager made a clear analysis which players you want to have in your system. You're given the list for the people to recruit in. That's been taking time. So if you had all these players early preseason, you wouldn't have this fitness problem, right? Would you?
No, I
agree. Onana came in 3 weeks ago. We're playing a new ball with Onana. You could see in the first game against Wolves, Luke Shaw and I remember Saka was still thinking they were playing with David De Gea because they were cotton wrapping the 6-yard box. They didn't press high up, if you remember. So it takes an adaptation time. And that's what I'm saying. Okay, if you're not going to play this new system, you don't have the personnel right now, revert to the old like you played last season. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
So I
Go ahead.
Can I just quickly land on the point there? I agree in terms of the players and stuff that he doesn't have, but then just to be devil's advocate, most managers don't get all the players they want, but they get majority of them. Okay. And I know that the players he got right now aren't his first choice, but I'm seeing a pattern here. Okay. The Wolves game, first game of the season, Old Trafford. I'm sorry, but fitness or not, you're buzzed for that game. It's the first opening game. You're playing at home, Monday Night Football. Entire eyes are on you. You're going out and dropping an 8 out of 10 performance. I didn't see that, right? Now, in that game, he backed the midfield again. He backed Mount, said Mount did exactly what he wanted. Even though we saw it wasn't necessarily the best, but we got the 3 points. That's fine. We won't cry about it. Now, so that means after that game, you should have analyzed what the issue was. If it's the forwards not running, if it's the midfield.
Oh, yeah, I was surprised as you, man, to be honest.
Whatever it is, and fix it. Now, when he played the exact same squad, I was under the impression that, okay, he's giving those players a chance to go and prove themselves and go and show that what we did the week before was horrible and we're going to fix it. First half against Spurs, it was brilliant. I saw Bruno playing his second striker role. We were creating chances. I think we hit the post or whatever. We just didn't finish. It was fine. They come in second half. Within 5-10 minutes, goal goes in, heads drop, mentality gone. Forwards aren't running, midfields aren't pressing, everything just gone. So now my question to Ten Hag, or my hope for Ten Hag, is what do you do now? I understand Shaw is injured, Mount is injured, so we're going to see a different team. But when those players are back going forward, what do we do? Because we can't have it. Under Ole, we were great for second half. We'd go in losing, come out second half, smash the teams. Now we go in losing or we come out second half and it's the drive, that the hunger is not there. So now he's going to have to salvage another season. whereas he can start them off on the right foot. And I think if you drop a big player, I'm sorry, that sends a massive message. When he dropped Ronaldo, or when Ronaldo was on the bench, massive message.
Mhm.
When he put Casemiro on the bench, massive message. When he put Rashford on the bench, massive message. So he has to do something to shake those players up. Otherwise, they will get comfortable. They will throw him under the bus, and they will lead to his sacking. And I do not want that. And I pray he doesn't want that.
Kudus. Yeah,
Eddie, I gotta ask Eddie a question. Can I ask Eddie a question?
Hold on, Nick. Hold on before you ask Eddie a question. I feel like Ten Hag will definitely like get a response versus Nottingham Forest. We're gonna, this season is gonna sort of. At the end of the day, as we said, we're a little bit ahead compared to where we were last season right now, So we always have to remember that. But before you ask your question to Eddie,
it's a nice question to Eddie.
Go ahead. Go ahead. And question 2 for you, Eddie, is after you answer Mick's question is, are you worried that, right, we're begging Ten Hag, we're behind Ten Hag, but are you worried that Ten Hag, or rather the club, does not have a long-term person overseeing what post Ten Hag? Because Ten Hag is not going to be a lifetime manager. Are you worried a little bit that maybe the signings, the power of the signings that he has is too much, or where are you with that? After Mick also says question 1.
Yeah, so that's a great question, man, and it's like obviously we wanted these Glazers to go, so we don't have to wonder whether John Murtough can grow into this position. I don't think he's the guy to be helping Ten Hag. We saw what happened with the De Jong fiasco. I just think obviously I'm not a businessman, but you could just see it doesn't pass the eye test that we wasted half of that transfer window on going for a player that was tied up with his wages with another club where he was owed wages. How do you still try and get a player when he was owed wages? So there's other things that's happened where it's like it's either moved too slow or it's like it's not the right talent we've been linked to. Because the thing is, it's hard to really assess because we don't know all the things that go on behind the scenes. We don't know who's really had the final say on certain players. I did hear at Ajax, right?
Yeah.
That when Ten Hag worked with Overmars, they'd have to both agree on the player that comes in. Like no one could just overrule the other person. But at Man United, I don't know. It could be different. It could be different where Murtough maybe has more of a say. I mean, we know there's certain players just like Mount. We know that Ten Hag has got players that he's preferred, but still, coming back to part of your question, which is the identity of the club. Yeah, if Ten Hag, let's say the worst case scenario is that he doesn't fix up what he's doing now, and we have a really bad season where it doesn't look like Ten Hag can stay. The club should know what its identity is. Yeah, we've changed our football from low block counter-attack to high press. Are we going to go back to a low block if Ten Hag doesn't work? This is the thing. We can't just keep changing the system because, as we've seen with the squad, it's going to be messed up where, you know what I mean? There's square pegs and round holes. There's a Frankenstein squad, mixture of players that are not really cohesive. So for me, this comes to the point where it's like, we need the Glazers to get out of here so we have real football people back in Ten Hag. I think just to finish off, right? I think if the Glazers stay, obviously we don't want it. Ten Hag's not going to succeed. I don't think it gets backed enough because we've seen that the Glazers turn off the money fund after a few seasons. So Glazers got to get out or Ten Hag's finished.
Nico, what are you gonna say? Kudus, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say on that point that you're talking about the identity. I think although it's not his job, Ten Hag is doing it because you can see from the youth team to the first team, they're trying to play the same style of football. He has them, he's integrating youths into the first team. So even if the Glazers don't give him the funds in the future, he can go pick from the crop in the academy. We're selling academy players and bringing better ones in, and they're going to be playing that same style of football. So I think he does have a long-term plan for Manchester United. but we have to
One
give him
thing,
a
Kudus,
chance
I'm
to
just
succeed.
worried though a little bit about that. We saw people like Zidane, who's supposed to have like that kind of tech.
So that's
Like,
the crux of the question too. Is do you want Ten Hag to have the long-term plan or somebody else to have the long-term plan? And Ten Hag, Mick, what do you have to say about that?
Well, first and foremost, that's what I have a few points that I noted,
Go
and
ahead,
that's coming
brother.
back long way to the dead wood. And the dead wood is what, you got to go what Ten Hag sees and what he has a long term plan. And he said, I only want to keep a work with the short squad of 27, 28 max. And if you're not fitting what I see a world class, I will not keep you. And I see that not every kid is going to make it in the academy. So we've seen it before, right? So fine, but I've been analyzing this conversation and I come to a conclusion, and that's what I want to ask Eddie as well. If you asked me if we were doing streams, you and me, Eddie, last season, and we were complaining, right? You remember, right? We've been early stages, and we've been crying for a silverware, which we didn't win for 6 years. He brought us the silverware. He achieved magic with the squad that he inherited from previous managers, made the best out of it. So I would say that I understand where everyone is coming from this season, because that raises the expectations. That we finished third, we got silverware. So therefore, everyone is now raising the expectation, the bar. Would you say that? Would you agree that that might be the case? Or is it too early to sit here and assess where we are at the moment with only played 2 games? No. Isn't it fair to say that come back come Christmas and assess where we are, and then we will go for the January window?
Are you saying that Ten Hag is a victim of his own success?
I wouldn't say that he's a victim of his own success. I said that Ten Hag is taking us to that nobody could have ever dreamed of. Nobody expected him to take. We didn't have any expectations. Now, when he won, he came third. It won us a silverware. Now we, as a fan base, raise the bar automatically. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And now, since we actually lost against Spurs, the knives are out. Everyone is saying, "Oh, this is crap." We have injury situations. So what I'm trying to say, to tie the things together, instead of give love. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
And,
Mick, come in there. I know what you're saying. I know what
I'll
you're saying.
answer after you, Henry.
And
I don't think, like, overall,
I think we've been sabotaged as well, because we got the Arsenal physio doctor in. Yeah, he's been doing a crap job.
Well, I mean,
okay.
even before that,
Let me just answer what you're saying. Yeah, like, in my opinion, like, overall, like, we shouldn't assess whether, like, okay, what success that Ten Hag is doing, like, already this season, as in, oh, should he get more time or whatever. It's like, for me, you should obviously definitely get this season, like, just based on the credit he's put in the bank from last season, right? Overall, my thing is, we can talk about how shit the games have been. We can talk about that. We're
Absolutely.
if we can see what can be improved, it should be talked about, especially when it has a logic to it. Like things that Omo was saying about the pressing. I come back to that again. I like talking tactics as well. Okay, like, we can see certain. There's no reason why we should be getting outplayed by Spurs. I can't get over that second half. We played good in the first half, as you guys have said. But
Me
that
too.
Drop off, yeah. And it wasn't just like personnel. It seemed like, the tactics were just off. Everything went off, and that's an issue. We're allowed to talk about it, yeah. And obviously, we're not. I'm not insulting the manager. I'm just saying, oh, this is wrong. That is wrong. I've not said, oh, Ten Hag's not going to change it. He may change it. That's the thing. We're going to wait and see. This is what we're doing here. We debate. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. Do you mind if I answer the question as well? Just first point, I think as a Manchester United fan, you always have expectations, regardless of what has happened in the past. Because at the end of the day, Mourinho came here, told us that getting second place was the best thing he's ever achieved in his career. And to this day, it's still a fact. He won us a Europa League trophy. And, that to me holds more than the Carabao Cup. So as a United fan, regardless of who's in charge, you always have expectations. Then the other thing is, I don't know about you guys, but for me personally, right? Even if we don't win a trophy for the next 5 years, but we're playing some goddamn good football, I'm happy, because therefore I see progression. I see what we're trying to do. and I believe and I trust in it and I back it. The whole thing about a process is when you sell the process and you can give them proof of this is going to work, you back it. Because Klopp came in and did that. They didn't win a trophy for 4 years. And the guy said himself, if he doesn't win a trophy for 4 years, he's going to leave. But they saw the project. They saw what the players were trying to do. They saw them achieving and going further every year. And the fans backed it. If you all remember Arsenal fans, when Arteta first came in, these mandems finished 8th twice. They were pissed. But they saw what Arteta was trying to do. And last season, they pushed and challenged for the league. So regardless if we're winning a trophy, I'm not saying we should be winning a trophy every year, but if I can clearly see on the football pitch that we're playing some goddamn good football, even if we're losing games, but we're playing football, I know that eventually the victories, the trophies, everything will come. So I would appreciate that more.
Big up, brother.
Thank you for adding that, because what I'm trying to say that we play 2 games.
Omar hasn't had a chance, Mick.
I was just saying that's a big speech, and I really appreciate you, brother, because all I'm saying is the form will come, right? What I'm saying is that for the 2 games, we've been too quick to judge, right? That's what I'm trying to say. So big up.
Omar, do you want to land your point, brother? As we're wrapping up.
I just want to say real quick, like, that's the reason why Ole got fired. His football was terrible and wasn't going nowhere. He played the same exact thing for 3 years. His record wasn't bad. He just like, yo, we're not going nowhere. We just keep on staying here. That's why he got fired.
As we're talking about midfielders and all that, Omar, real quick. Kevin De Bruyne gave his rankings. He was asked about Bruno Fernandes and asked about James Maddison and Odegaard. And what are your rankings? Real quick. Let's make this one brief. I want to go through the whole group, starting with you, Omar.
Yeah, you know me. Like I put Bruno Fernandes the same caliber as KDB. It's the output. It's the output. KDB loses the same amount of ball as Bruno Fernandes when they play. Same amount. Why? Because he's trying risky passes, and all of a sudden he gets like 2 assists, and be like, "Wow, he got 2 assists." I'm like, "Yeah, Bruno does the same thing as nobody scored the goals." You gotta take the risk. If it's attacking midfield, you're not taking the risk. What are you doing here? You're gonna constantly recycle the ball over and over. You gotta take a risk as number 10.
Okay, so Bruno, who's your number 2, and then 3?
There's no 2 and 3. Nobody else take a risk. They don't want to play tight possession merchant. Like, oh, I'm a dribble. Then I'm gonna go up there and play possession. No, quarterback it.
All right, for sure. What about you, Eddie?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta come back on Omo's point just real quick before I name my 3. Like, I just believe, like, because there used to be like a time in football where the number 10, right? They dribble, they dribble a bit, yeah. They keep the ball, yeah. And then the thing is, there's certain 10s that wouldn't always try and get the assist straight away and give the ball away. They give it to like the winger or give it to another midfielder where they can get the assist, right? They allow the goal involvements to be spread out, right? Arsenal do that a bit as well. Like they do it quite a bit. Like their goal involvements where they're 2 wingers, 2 wing forwards up front, and Odegaard as well. A lot of goal involvement is spread out. And they do that kind of stuff you don't like, Omar, which is, recycle the ball, pass and all that. So I prefer that kind of style. For me, I think that's more efficient. Coming to my 3, I say KDB, because come on, he's winning trophies as well. I know that's a team thing, but it's like, for me, he's doing it at that top level. To help a team.
I think this is if you take KDB out, because the guy said he has to take himself out of the conversation. So if we take KDB out,
it's between those 3, Maddison and Odegaard. Bruno.
Oh, okay. So, Odegaard. I got to put Odegaard up there.
1 is Odegaard.
Yeah, 1 Odegaard. Did you see his goal involvements last season?
Oh yeah, I rate Odegaard.
Like 15 goals and whatever assists. He was cooking, yeah.
How many G? Okay, not how many G. How many goals did Arsenal score last season?
Yo,
it was a lot, wasn't it?
All right, Kudus. Let's go to you, brother. Let's go to you. Who?
I'm not even saying.
I think no. He has to land on his other 2.
Yeah. So, So are we just talking output or like overall?
No, we're talking who you rank. Three. It's very simple.
I've got to go Madison second, then Bruno third. Bruno, the irritation I get with his football, the amount of times he gives the ball away, I just can't get past it. Yeah, I know he's got like a lot of goals and assists under Ole, but that's when we just played straight through him. That's all right. Let's go. The goal involvements now is like he's suffering, and you can see his passing's not that good. So,
let's go to Kudus. I hear you,
bro. I think Eddie got to pass the loud because I want some of what he's having. Listen, I'm not the biggest Bruno Fernandes fan. The reason I'll say that is because not to do with him as a person personally, but I think it's in terms of where United have put him and the pedestals that we've put him in terms of his position. Bruno, for me, don't put him anywhere in that midfield. Put him behind the striker, second striker, center forward. That's where Bruno is. He's an attacker, right? So in terms of chance creation now, I'm going to put Bruno first because Bruno creates a lot of goddamn chances. Like, it's actually crazy. Yeah. Now, how he does it is a completely different story. Does he do it with control? Is he erratic with it? All this kind of stuff, completely different story. But he does create a lot of chances. If you had more people that were clinical and more people assisting him, we'd have a different United. So Bruno, number one. Number two, I'm going to judge this a different way, right? In terms of quality of creation, I'm going to put Maddison over Odegaard. The reason I say that is because I think probably talent-wise and potential-wise, Maddison, I think, has a higher caliber than Odegaard. I think Odegaard right now, I feel like, is that it? Do you know? I don't see another level to Odegaard. I think he might be stagnating, and
he might be on the ceiling.
Yeah, he might have reached his ceiling. And if that's the case, I mean, we see now that they've brought Kai Havertz in. We can see what they try to do with him as a cam. So Odegaard might have reached the ceiling. But in terms of control, Odegaard is absolutely brilliant. I trust that guy he can pick his pass from here to Tesco's. You know, he's a controller. I see him more as a Cruz than I see him as a Modric, if that makes sense. So yeah, Bruno, Maddison, Odegaard.
By the way, if Odegaard repeats what he did last season, that's a good ceiling. It's like I said, the goal involved.
Yeah,
we'll see. Mick, let's hear your rankings, mate. I know you're tired. Let's go through them, and you send us home, and we close the show, brother.
Was that KDB that said something about? Yes,
KDB's rankings.
I don't even see why he put Maddison in the equation at all. Like, you know, he's it's like, what the hell is he doing there? I see people gonna, you know, immediately there's the Bruno hater camp, but he's a step pattern, right? And I agree that you got to play Bruno in the right position. So for me, he's a what you said there, like, you know, in the middle, number 10, and his vision for passes, you've seen that out footers and how we find players. That's his strength, right? I missed that Bruno under Oli. Like, we had more of a roaming role. That's where Bruno was the most dangerous. That's where you saw more goals, more shots. Now he's been given more responsibility as a captain. So yes, I will rate Bruno based on his outputs, on his stats as well. I do put number 2. I will put in Odegaard because as a young player, he became the leader of the squad, and he's a vital pivot in that pressing system, the way Arsenal is playing. Because they if you look at the system, they hunt in packs, like in a quadro, like a triangle. So he's always a part of that press. Like, they get surrounded on the corners, so they play that like in a high line press. Now, how he controls the ball, Odegaard, is totally different than Bruno does, right? But if you're playing that number 10 role, you got to take chances, right? You're not there to shield the ball, to protect the ball. You're there to create chances, right?
Can't be sideways.
Yeah. I mean, the number 8s and number 6 are more the ones that, you know, to intercept and defend. Well, the number 10 for me should be the one that creates chances. Yeah. And that's why I see it. So even if you look at De Bruyne, he also misses chances. He also dispossessed the ball. But that's what you get with the number 10. So for me, I put number 1, Bruno, based on his stats, based on what I've seen. Odegaard, I rate high. Madison, I don't even know what he's doing there. He didn't have such a great season last season, so I don't know. I would rather put somebody else there, like who? But that was not on the menu, right?
No. Who would you put? Yeah, go ahead. I'm curious. Who else should be in that conversation?
Thinking,
You know,
from another
Kevin De
team,
Bruyne excluding himself.
I can't even think of anyone.
Look at Paqueta.
No, not even Paqueta. I may be not going with
Who's the Newcastle engine?
I was just gonna say I'll put Almiron there. The reason
Almiron,
Almiron is more of a winger.
But that's the thing. They're playing him on the wing. But I seen him the first season he came into Newcastle. They played him in that midfielder. They played him as a 10.
Enciso. How about Enciso?
You know another player that fit there is Andres Pereira. When he went to Fulham.
Andres Pereira is right.
He was just feeding ball to the Mitrovic all day. Like he didn't care. Wherever Mitrovic, he would just throw him the ball regardless.
Can I just say as well on the KDB video, I think a lot of things that people missed. I know he's throwing shots at our squad, but it is true, and we have to listen to what players think of our team.
Yeah.
He mentioned two things. He said Bruno creates a lot of chances, but he said that in terms of stats, then obviously you can create a very good chance. You pass it to somebody, and they take a shot from 30 yards out. That we all know who he's talking about.
Oh, those were shots fired. Those were literal shots fired.
That was a shot fired. The other thing he said then was about in terms of chance creation. Then he said when it comes to Bruno and Odegaard, he said Odegaard has more control and controls the game better than Bruno. So that's telling us that number one, Rashford, bro, stop taking shots from outside the box. And number two, especially when you have people that you can play. And number two, don't play Bruno anywhere from centre mid, CDM onwards.
I love my Bruno Hollywood passes. I love my Bruno Hollywood.
And can I ask all of you, right? Who is a better passer of the ball, and who do you trust more deeper in the midfield, Bruno or Pogba?
That's a no.
Before that's too deep. That's a long conversation, brother. What goes in the stream?
I rest my mic.
I said Bruno Fernandes.
I just want to say big shout out to everybody, and I want to just say shout out your socials as well. At Make Ruby, MEFC Realist TV. That is his YouTube channel. Go support him. Kudus also. It's at Kudus_kill, right? There we go. It's right there. KII, not kill. Key. and then Eddie's Footy Waffle. That's his YouTube channel. Go check him out over there. And Omo also has a YouTube channel, by the way. What is it called again, Omo?
Same thing, Omo.
Omo Solo. All right. His Twitter is Omo at Omo Solo DZG. So anyway, guys, let's support each other. Big up to you. Everybody that commented, man. It's been such a great show. We've had quarrels, we've had laughs, we've had everything. It's all been what a real conversation should be, because at the end of the day, we're a family and we're supposed to have real conversations. So I really appreciate the earnest and realness of this. So big up to you. Jeff, who's now just watching the stream, catching up, says Papi is always gonna rig the show. It's Jeff, I can't argue with Google. We looked at Google. I wanted to make it with it, but it was just Kudus gave an answer that was also supported by Google, so I cannot refute that. So big up to y'all one more time. We are out. This is the Friday Happy Hour number 25. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Peace.